all right. It looks like we are live right now. Looks like we are good and ready to go. Hell yeah. All right, looks like we are sick. We are Gucci. DJ, what's going on? Josh, what's going on, dude? Virgil, how you doing? How's everyone doing right now? Got yourselves a good stream coming up. Jinx, what's going on, dude? No, they're in the container. Yeah. These kitsies, hey, what's going on? Hey, hello there. Yeah, we're gonna officially get started in a few more minutes, in like 4 more minutes. Virgil Hill, I'm not 100% certain if we were. I'll double check with the RMA department if they actually did receive it. Usually there's like a queue that goes on, like a line. They have to go down by like who shipped their stuff first. But yeah, if it's here, then yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of time before they go and open it up, and then of course do the service for you. Blake, what's going on? What's up? Thanks for the strike, High Kappa. Love it, of course, my guy. Let's see here. What DMR to get that is not over 600 or $600? I will definitely be answering that question in like a few minutes, and like 3 more minutes when we officially begin at 3:35. I will definitely be going over all your guys' lovely questions. Love your questions. Love your website. Thank you, Blake. Much appreciated. Always appreciate that. If you guys can, do us a big favor. 1, let me know how the audio is coming in, how the video is coming in. Again, want to make sure that, everything is good. Everything is good, right? Audio-wise, video-wise. But if you can also do us a favor, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around with as many people as possible. That really helps us out. Being able to go ahead and share this around. Let anyone that you know that plays Airsoft or wants to get into Airsoft, let them know to swing by this live stream. We can definitely help them out in terms of answering their Airsoft-related questions. Right, not too sure where to begin, especially if you're a newer player, right? If you're not too sure where to begin, this is definitely the stream you want to check out. Make sure to go ahead and do that. And, of course, leave this live stream with a big old thumbs up, right? Big old thumbs up. Let's see here. Just making sure everything is good. Might be a little laggy. Looks like we got good connection so far. All right, sick. Yeah. Audio and quality is perfect. Excellent. We should be chilling right now. We should be big chilling. Now, let's go ahead and let's see. 2 more minutes? Yeah, 2 more minutes and we'll officially begin. 2 more minutes and we'll officially begin. Blake, IB with the $50 donation. Blake, thank you, my man. Much appreciated. Dude, you did not have to do that, but it's always much appreciated, of course. If you want to support the channel directly, feel free to go ahead and shop for all your Airsoft goodies at Airsoft GI. Blake, thank you so much, my guy. Thank you so much. We got a good stream planned ahead for y'all today. I'm also going to be answering, when I combine the two, answering and asking. When I'll be asking you guys questions as well in the live chat, so feel free to go ahead and use that to go ahead and answer the questions as well. Again, get you guys involved, right? Want to get as many people, as many eyes on this as much as possible. What's Jinx? What's the $600 thing? Ooh, if I got a good-ass answer for you, Jinx. Are you, Jinx, are you a new viewer by chance? If so, welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome to the stream. Jinx, the $600 thing is actually part of our shopping spree giveaway. Think of it essentially as your weekly raffle. Every week on Thursdays, we do a live stream giveaway where we do an actual live stream where every order placed within that week time frame from Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to the following Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, all orders $20 or greater, right, will automatically be entered into this raffle. That serves as your entry. We choose a order, right, at random, and whoever's name is called is the winner. And the prize pot of the giveaway starts at a $600 amount. However, if the winner is not present, right, if the winner is not able to claim the prize, because again, you got to be watching the live streams in order to claim the prize. If they're not there, right, and their name is called, then it stacks. It stacks till next week, and we end up putting another $600 on top of that original amount. And then we'll get up to $1,200, and so on and so forth. We've literally given away thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point, right? I think the biggest prize pot was close to 5,000. It was like 4,000 something. It's been pretty nutty. The big prizes that we've given out. But starting off at the $600 prize pot. So again, those are some big numbers. That's no chump change that you guys can easily win. Subscribed a long time ago, first ever live stream. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, well, thank you for the sub, like from way back when. I appreciate you sticking with us all this time, Jinx. But yes, this typically, like most of our live streams, we do try to go ahead and give you guys extra chances of winning the shopping. But I'm gonna get to the details right now, since it is now 3:35. Welcome to another episode of the Storefront live stream. I will be your host for today. My name is Isaias, and we have a hell of a live stream planned for you guys today. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to everyone right now that is watching, right, that is choosing to spend their free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. You guys can read the title. Want to win $600? Yes, absolutely. During these live streams specifically, we like to go ahead and throw in extra promos towards our shopping spree giveaway. And again, to all my newer viewers out there, the shopping spree giveaway is held weekly. We are raffling off literally $600, which you can win, and all you got to do is place a $20 or greater order on the website or in store, and you're automatically entered. However, during these streams, especially mine specifically, I love to go ahead and throw in extra chances for you guys to increase your odds of winning that prize pot. And how you can do so? Boom, right there, right? It's right above my head. Every $50 placed per order will receive 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? So go on the website, right? Pick yourself up something, even if it's a gift voucher, right? A gift card for $50. Doesn't matter, right? It can literally be for anything at all, right? Anything that you guys want, whether it be, say, a new airsoft gun, if you guys want to go ahead and pick up some tactical gear, some accessories, whatever it might be, a mystery box, right? We got a few of those for sure, and a new one coming up very soon, which I'm going to talk about shortly. We got plenty of stuff for you guys to go ahead and get and pick up on the website. And even an accumulation of stuff, BBs, green gas, batteries, chargers, doesn't matter. $50 or more, and you guys have 5 entries. However, let's say you get up to that $100 mark, right? Like shown on the example right here. Let's say you get up to $100 subtotal. You'll be getting 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? And so on and so forth. Think multiples of 50, and you're getting 5 entries per. So don't miss out. Now is absolutely the best time to go ahead and place your orders. A couple of announcements to go ahead and make for you guys as well. We have a new mystery box coming soon. We got a new mystery box coming this Monday, actually. This Monday, the Airsoft GI Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box V2. We've done the Platinum before, but this is, again, you guys really seem to love that one, so we wanted to go ahead and bring it back for you guys at $179.99, right? You are automatically getting free shipping with this. But what are the prizes that you can win in this? What exactly could you end up getting? Everything that's on this list, right? Anything and everything, right? And the grand prize being, just like the picture above shows, which, by the way, thank you to Boaz. This was or Kevin, this was a fantastic, like, little small photo shoot we did. Absolutely making me freaking yoked, man. I appreciate you making me look good. I appreciate that. But the Tokyo Marui Next Generation Recoil Shock Mark 46 LMG Mod 0 is going to be the grand prize, right? And this bad boy is retailing right now for $1,477, right? It's an absolute monster of an LMG. It's so fun to use. If you haven't already, make sure to watch the review that we actually just did of the Mark 46 Mod 0. It went live yesterday, actually. If you haven't already, make sure, again, you are subscribed and you're watching all the latest and greatest from Airsoft GI. But there are a ton of awesome prizes you can win from here. Things like the G&G Banff, Lancer Tactical 240, the A&K Mark 46s, the Elite Force 416s. Like, there's some good stuff, some LCTs, the Arcturus models as well, some of the limited edition PE models. Some hella good stuff on here. Some Zion Arms, bruh. Like, this is an E&L, and a Mayo Gang MDC4 Mark II, bruh, absolutely. This is an absolutely stacked mystery box that you don't want to miss out on. Again, it's there, right? Come Monday, you got to make sure that you're there for the drop, right? But let's see what else you can go ahead and pick up. Do we got anything else? I'm not sure. Maybe BB Wars, right? BB Wars is coming back to Cali with Arid Revival. It's happening at SC Village. It's happening October 21st at SC Village. Tickets are available, pre-register only. There's not going to be any walk-ons. We just confirmed with it with KWA. Tactical League, and we also confirmed with SC Village that they do not want to be doing any walk-ons that day. Right? There's not going to be any walk-ons, no tickets available the day of. You have to make sure that you pre-register. So if you guys are going to go, make sure that you get your tickets now while you can. Remember, now is definitely the best time to do it because every $50 placed, you'll be getting 5 entries in that giveaway, so 5 chances of winning $600, all for yourself, right? Tickets are available for both the Rebellion, if you want to go with Boaz and my boy Justin, or you want to go ahead and choose the winning team and go Empire with Cisco and myself. Tickets are available right now Don't miss out on this awesome opportunity. Not only that, we have a ton of new products that are available as well. And there's more coming too. There is more on the way. Some new accessories, a lot of Atlas Custom Works, new Masadas, interesting. A new PKM from Atlas Custom Works as well. A lot of good stuff is coming to the site. You guys got to make sure that you are on it. Not only that, we have a ton of discounted items as well, right? A ton of discounted stuff, right? We are talking some major sales, right, going on right now. So don't miss out, right? Make sure to take advantage while you guys can. Again, remember, now is definitely the time to do it. Get those 5 entries, more, right? If you get like an airsoft gun, right, that's definitely going to be a lot more depending on the price. But again, now is definitely time to do it. But again, like you guys saw in the title, this is a Q&A live stream. So if you guys have any airsoft-related questions, make sure to let me know down in the live chat. I cannot see the comment section yet. Make sure to go ahead and let me know in the live chat. And again, looks like we got like, what's 18? Guys, let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up, and let's get all eyes on this. Share this around as much as possible. Now, with that said, if you guys have any airsoft-related questions, you guys want to ask me personal questions, by all means, feel free to go ahead and ask. Make sure to just put the letter Q in front of your question. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to actually see the question. You are welcome to ask your question more than once. However, try not to spam. If you are spamming, we are going to go ahead and put you basically on a timeout. It's not going to be fun for anyone, so just don't do it. Just don't spam, right? But with that said, why don't we get right into the questions? Why don't we? All right, let's go down to the most recent questions. 104I, will you guys sell custom HPA build? We have actually sold custom builds in the past, actually. We actually used to sell, like, it was more part of the one-off lineup. So let's see, customs. Yeah, if you just hit the regular customs. It was more of like the one-of-a-kind customs that we would build, right, where it was just like the one, right, the build one done. We had a few of those that were HPA'd, actually. See if I can find an example of one. Yeah, like they're all sold. Yeah, well, the problem with doing like HPA customs is that they are a lot of money. They cost a lot of money. And unfortunately, HPA doesn't move as fast. While it does sell, it doesn't sell as fast as, say, standard AEG custom builds, right, that we do. And all the accessories, if we were to go ahead and do like all the custom, like the whole 9 yards to it, right, it would end up costing a hell of a lot of money, and it would end up sitting for quite a while. Versus a lot of the like build to order customs, those are a lot more price efficient. And again, when it comes to a custom, we also notice that people who buy them will end up taking off the accessories anyway. So we end up deciding to go with like these built to order customs AGs, just because again they are going to be a little bit more cost effective. And again, we don't put any accessories on it, so that way you have creative control over it. You can put whatever you want on it, and it still ends up retaining that a little bit more attainable price point. And as far as customs go, you know, as attainable of a price as customs can be, right? Josh, what's going on, bruh? The homie Ness, any experience with the Jag Arms SP scattergun? I've used pretty much most scatterguns. The SP, let me see which one that one is. Scattergun SP. Oh yeah, I've used these. Yeah, no, I mean, I can't say anything bad, honestly, about the scatterguns. My only problem was with the very first batch of scatterguns that came in, which they were like shooting way too hot. But that seemed to be, you know, like a problem that was resolved years ago. Like I haven't had any issues, honestly, when it came to the Jag Arms lineup of scatterguns. They've all been really good. Like especially the SP. I love the heat shield that's on here. Again, it's solid, right? It's simple. It's got a nice aesthetic to it. Also, if you do want to go ahead and get one of these, use coupon, and this goes for pretty much anything on the website. As long as it's not already pre-discounted, use coupon code 20th, right? Or if it's not like a shocker deal or anything like that, use coupon code 20th, 20TH at checkout to get 10% off. You're welcome. But yeah, I have nothing bad to say about these. I think these are dope, right? I do like the LE stock. I like that it's a little bit thinner as opposed to like a standard soft mod stock. It doesn't feel as chunky, you know. Yeah, I like the side caddy. I got nothing bad to say about it. I love the Picatinny top, right? I think that's pretty sick, right? Plenty of rail space for accessories of your choosing. Though, honestly, for me, I would probably end up keeping it plain, right? Just no accessories whatsoever. I think it looks cool as is, right? Maybe an optic, right? Maybe some type of red dot of some kind or reflex, but that's about it. And even then, I'd honestly be more compelled to just leave it alone because it looks good as is. Maybe a flashlight. Let's see. This keeps going up. Brown-eyed girl, what the hell is that even? What the hell is that question? What even is that question, bro? What even is that question? I'm not even going to answer that. Keeps going through. What's $600 thing? Answered that one as well. Jinx, I'm so stuck with what DMR to get that is not over $600. Well, that's the original question. Yes, I wanted to go ahead and answer that one as well. So, Jinx, that's actually a very good question when it comes to DMRs because there's actually quite a few different platforms that exist. Bear in mind when it comes to like a cool, like a legit competitive DMR setup, it can run you a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be. However, a lot of DMRs out of the box don't perform at the level we would expect them to. Even that same thing goes for like bolt action snipers. Very few of them in the affordable price range aren't going to perform at the level that we need them to or that we expect them to. You know what I mean? So when it comes to DMRs, my go-to platforms are, again, get something that's going to be fairly easy to find both magazines and upgrade parts for, because you will need to upgrade at least a few things here and there, right? You don't have to do the whole 9 yards, but being able to at least get bucking inner barrel is bare minimum, right? Maybe go ahead and swapping out maybe some compression parts if possible, just so you can get a really efficient build. New motor, right? That's another thing that I would honestly consider. It really depends on the gun itself, right? Because you can take it either or. But for a DMR build, one of the more affordable options that I would typically suggest, right? Eagle SR25. Right, going Golden Eagle SR25s is going to be a solid pick, right? Especially if you were trying to save a little bit of money. These are not going to break the bank. These are not going to break the bank. Where'd they go? We'll just use these as the. Let me try to find SR25 -25K. Watch that be the thing. Watch that be the thing that gets me all the results. Yep, there we go. And they're discounted too, which is actually pretty freaking sweet, Lowish. Something like this, yeah, right? SR25K, so they are going to be using the URX M-Lock style rail system. Very cool, very modern. This is going to be slightly shorter, right? But it is going to be using an adjustable crane stock as well. This would be like, again, what a lot of people would want to gravitate towards a DMR platform that isn't going to, cost an arm and a leg. Magazines, you can find them very easily. We sell them online as well. Internal parts, it is compatible with some V2 components, so you can definitely upgrade the shit out of this. And again, that price point makes it incredibly tempting. It makes it very, very tempting to pick one of these up, and for good reason, right? Because again, at that price point, the money you save, you can go spend towards, new bucking, new inner barrel, maybe a new motor, maybe some compression parts, right? Just so that you get a really nice, efficient build. But yeah, that's what I would honestly suggest if you're looking for like the easiest to go to. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, too, there's nothing stopping you from going with, like, an SPR, right? If you want to make it even easier for yourself. Again, if you're just trying to go for, like, a long-range build, essentially just an M4 that's meant for long-range, that's another option as well, right? Going for something like one of these, this is actually brand new, one of the Atlas Custom Works ones. One of those. It says DMR, but, like, I'm looking at that mag well. I'm, like, fairly confident that's just a regular 5.56 magazine. But, again, you can build just, like, any... You can build, like, take any AR and then turn it into an SPR, right? That's totally possible to do as well. If you wanted to go ahead and just make it easier for you, that way you can just use the exact same magazines. Just bear in mind, a lot of fields will need you to lock it in semi if you want to go ahead and declare that as, like, your DMR, right? At least that's a rule for, like, Wildlands and a couple other fields I've been to. It has to be semi-locked. Let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. 10-4. Will you guys add more GVR? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that we can do in the future. Again, there has to be a demand for it, right? That's the biggest thing. There has to be a demand for it at the end of the day, right? I love GVRs. I think they're some of the most fun platforms that you can have when playing Airsoft as a whole, right? It is one of the most cathartic feelings in the world, being able to pull that trigger and then actually having the gun, for the most part, function very similar, I would say at the very least, to a real firearm. It's cool, right? It's a super gratifying experience. Would I normally suggest for everyone? Not necessarily, because if you're starting off, right, it's a little bit tricky to do it. But in the future, yeah, we can definitely go ahead and start getting some more GVRs. But again, there has to be a demand for it. And again, just because it does exist out there in the market doesn't mean that we're always able to bring it out to GI in the first place. Really depends. You know what I mean? Depends on who it's coming from. If you catch my drift. All right. Answered that one. Rage Rush. What's the best hop up and barrel bucking for an AK platform? Okay, so a lot of techs will typically tell you that, like, the hop up chambers that you get, stock in your AKs are actually solid. As long as it's not broken, it's solid, right? The AK hop up is like, it doesn't feel like it needs to be swapped out anywhere near as much as an M4. And M4, even then, you can make that argument like I do, right? Where AR style hop-up chambers don't really need to be changed out in the first place, right? But the AK hop is just so consistent, right? It's just super consistent. The like little slider is just such a like good and solid, design, right? It genuinely does not need to be changed out, right? Are there rotary style like hop chambers for AKs that exist out in the wild? Yes, of course they do, right? Of course they exist. But even then, I'd make the argument, are they truly needed, right? Now, if your hop-up is currently broken, then obviously, yeah, you'd want to go ahead and swap that out, just like anything else, right? But do you need to go ahead and swap it out for, like, something super crazy? No, absolutely not, right? Honestly, the biggest thing is going to be the bucking inner barrel. That's going to make a bigger difference at that point. If your hop-up arm isn't adjusting, then swap out the hop. Just swap out the hop unit itself. That's honestly going to, like, solve your problem right there. Right, bucking inner barrel. I mean, you guys already, longtime viewers are already going to know what I'm going to say, right? It's going to be the unicorn type or inner barrel and bucking combo, right? I have to, man. I have to, right? It sounds like I'm like, I'm a broken record, but at the end of the day, I've yet to see a barrel setup that has this value and performs this solid, right? It's just, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it right now. There are plenty of inner barrel like brands of inner barrels that you can get right now on the market, right? Mad Bull still makes a few inner barrels. Prometheus barrels are still a thing. But at the end of the day, if you're going to ask me what is the best bang for your buck, it's going to end up being Unicorn Airsoft, right? It's ultimately going to be Unicorn Airsoft, right? Just because, again, being able to offer for, like, their AAGs, right? Being able to offer the bucking and the hop-up nub, and then the performance you get is near R-hop levels of consistency. That is insane, especially considering most of these are going to be like typically going to be under like $70. This is one of the more expensive ones, $455 at $70, but it's going to come included with the bucking inner barrel. Because Prometheus, right? You can get a Prometheus barrel, right? But it ain't going to come included with the bucking, and it's definitely not going to come included with the hop-up nub. So, the value is definitely there. You really can't argue with that. But again, there are other options that exist out there. Yeah, ultimately just depends. I am a big fan of the Unicorn Airsoft. I was amazed at the performance increase that we saw the minute that we swapped it out. So that's what we would suggest. Okay, so waiting for that to load, waiting for this to load. Yeah, waiting for that to load. Okay, all right. Actually, now that I'm curious, BB Wars coming up, right? What are some game modes? And for everyone that's joining right now, make sure to go ahead and take advantage of promo right above my head. Remember, every $50 spent, you'll be getting 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Don't miss out. But that actually, I did want to ask you guys this question, right? Just so that we can get a couple of ideas going, right? And again, feel free to go ahead and answer in the live chat. What are some game scenarios or game modes that you would like to go ahead and see during this next BB Wars or for future BB Wars events, right? What are some game modes that you guys are fans of? I know Boaz, when we've talked about it on the podcast before in past, where he is actually not a big fan of the tactical scavenger hunt, right? Where it ends up being just a game where both teams don't know where the objective that they're trying to find is, right? Whether it be like, oh, I'm trying to find the VIP, I'm trying to find this bomb, right? Or I'm trying to find this small item, right, hidden somewhere on the map. I kind of understand why some people may not be a big fan. I didn't mind it too much. At the end of the day, it's an objective for me to find, and I don't mind playing the objective. But what are some of your guys' favorite game modes that can be implemented into this coming BB Wars event? I'm actually genuinely curious as to what you guys would say. So let me know in the live chat specifically. But for me, I've always been a bigger fan of much bigger objective based games. I'm actually okay with some type of conquest mode, right? Something where you have to remove a flag of one color to put in another one, right, to show that you've claimed that. I would actually very much like game modes like that. I'm also okay with escort missions as well. I think those can be very, 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 very fun. But ultimately, again, it depends. What is your guys' preference when it comes to those types of games, to the game modes themselves? Because I think some of the best one of the best experiences that I've had in a BB Wars event, or just any Airsoft event as a whole, was when there was objective. I think the most recent one that I can think of was BB Wars Coastal Front. That one happened a few months back. Field was very accommodating. Staff was awesome. They were on point. But I loved their system that they had, where they had these little posts in place, and there was 2 flags there. And if you captured that error, you would end up swapping out, the flag. It's like, oh yeah, you're a rebel, so you would put this color flag, or you'd put this color flag, right? I think that was really cool. I think that was really, really cool. I would definitely love to go ahead and do something like that for Arid Revival. I think that'd be really sick. But again, let me know what you guys would think in the live chat. Just keep scrolling through. I'm also really excited for this event too. Like, this is gonna be my second. It's only gonna be my second time. That's what's crazy too. It's only going to be my second time doing a BB Wars event. Right? It's only gonna be my second event that I've done. First one I did was Coastal Front, and that was an absolute blast. Right? Cisco and I just recorded a podcast yesterday. It's gonna be going live Sunday, so make sure that you tune in for that. But we actually talk about some of our best airsofting experiences overall in our near 30. I think. Yeah, I would say like if not close to, definitely over 30 years of experience between Cisco and I of playing Airsoft, right? And man, oh man, like that was one of the best experiences we've had, right? And I really, really want that to be the same thing for Air Revival. I really want that to come to fruition for Air Revival, right? Because again, like especially because it's so close, right? It's SC Village, right? That's so close to so many people in the SoCal area. It's not going to be super far like it was last time. Oh, my God. What was it, Anderson, California? Yeah, all the way out in Anderson. Oh, my God. Like, I love that field, but man, oh, man, that is a drive. That was a massive, massive drive. Let's see here. There was a question I saw earlier. Oh, yeah, Chicken Man 07. Can you tell me about the Panzerfaust on your weapon or on your website? What the fuck? I can't read. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we got Panzer. I'm pretty sure if I just typed in Panzer, it's going to show up, honestly. Panzer. Damn it. Let's see. Launcher. Okay, I don't remember the exact SKU off the top of my head, so I got to like... There we go. Yeah, I believe that this one is... Let me double check. I wanted to make sure this is the right version. Yeah, it should be compatible. It's basically just like a shell at the very top. It can work with pretty much most 40 mil grenade like shells. So if you have like the shower, the style BBs, or if you have some form of like launcher that is 40 mil that works with standard grenade launchers, it should work with this, right? The top doesn't actually fly out as much as I would love that to be a thing. We had a RPG-7 replica that's basically the exact same thing, right? At the end of the day, it's going to be a really cool, really large grenade launcher, right? That's all that it really is at the end of the day. I wish it launched this specifically. The actual like tip at the end, but unfortunately it does not. It doesn't actually launch it. It is only going to be compatible with 40 mil style grenades, so very unfortunate. I know, it was a missed opportunity. Dominic R., what would be the upgrades for the A&K PTS Masada? What would be the upgrades for the A&K? For the A&K PTS Masada, so I'm pretty sure the PTS Masada and the A&K Masada are two different things. The A&K Masada is the AEG. The PTS one is going to be the gas blowback. They're two separate OEM companies. But it depends on which one you're going. For the A&K, if you want to go AEG, I believe the hop-up chamber is a proprietary hop-up chamber, but it should still take standard AEG inner barrels and buckings. It's just the actual the unit itself, the chamber, is a little bit different, so that can't be swapped out, if I remember correctly. That was, I believe when I asked a couple of the techs, they were advising me that, yeah, that was the only downside, the only gripe they had about the A&K Masadas. However, it is still using a standard version 2 gearbox, so at the end of the day, you can put whatever you want, right? You can put whatever you want in terms of internal upgrades. You want to go ahead and swap out that gear set, maybe go ahead and improve the compression. Yeah, it really ultimately depends on what you want to do, right? It really depends on what you want to do. Any airsoft gun at the end of the day, right? The best thing that you can do for it, bucking inner barrel. Like, seriously, that's like the go-to, right? Because giving you that increased performance in terms of range and accuracy, hell yeah, right? That's honestly going to be the best piece of advice that I can go ahead and give. Prime Tech Customs, hello there. Dominic R. as best. Angel, hi, hello there, Angel. How you guys doing? If you guys didn't hear my question earlier, I was actually asking everyone in the chat right now. With BB Wars Arid Revival actually coming back right now, I'm actually very curious as to hear your guys' thoughts. What would you guys like to see? And maybe we can go ahead and use this right all as constructive feedback. What would you guys like to see? in terms of game modes, right? We have a couple things planned out, but we are still open at this point to suggestions. Maybe if you guys suggest something really good, we can end up using that for one of the game modes or for one of the rule sets in one of the games that we host, right? Because I think right now there's a total of 3 games that we want to do. There's 3 games that we have time to go ahead and schedule out for. There's usually like 1 in the beginning and then 2 like towards the end after we take like a break, right? So, what are some game modes that you guys really enjoy playing? What are some game modes that you guys really like that you would like to go ahead and see at BB Wars, right? Are you guys more kill-based? Are you guys more objective-based? What's your guys' preference? Again, for me personally, I'm definitely more objective-based. I love a game mode that has an actual objective, a realistic objective, of course, right? I love being able to use a entire field, right? I love it when like paintball or / airsoft fields, they close up, or they rather not close, they open up all their fields, right? So all the barriers that were in place, all the walls, they open them up, and you have this massive map. I love that. I think it's so freaking cool. I love a big map, man. I love a big AO. A nice big area of operation is very nice because you get a lot of room for activities. Right? There's so much room for activities. I love seeing that, right? I think it allows for a lot more different types of gameplay, right? Because if you have like one specific map, right, and it's kind of small and limited, especially if you have a lot of people, it can still be fun, but it's definitely not as fun. It doesn't feel as much of a war, and this is BB Wars, right? But yeah, I love objective-based gameplay. Some form of like a conquest, right, where you have to go ahead and take objectives, and I mean like actually hold a command post or something, right? That's usually my favorite, my go-to, because it's simple, it's easy, right? And whoever ends up controlling all the command posts at the end of the match ends up winning. I think that's the best way to do it for me personally, and it's simple, right? It works, everyone can understand it, and everyone can participate in that as well, right? Attack and defend game modes are also really, really fun. Getting a call. Looks like Bossman wants to go ahead and chime in. All right. What's going on?
Yo, Isaiah.
Yep.
I just heard you were asking what is favorite. What are some people's favorite game scenario, right?
Yes.
And you mentioned like boys don't like the scavenger hunt, stuff like that.
Yeah, he doesn't like to look for things.
Yeah, maybe that's him. Some people will like it, right?
Yeah.
They just say that. To me, this is my favorite, and I actually seen it before, like in bigger operation, they set stuff up like this. Let's say there's out force, and then let's say a blue force and red force, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Empire and Rebels. Let's just say that, make it simpler.
Of course.
Let's say each side have 100 people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite would be like this. I'll have Cisco be at a base or something like several buildings or an area. They don't have regions, but they can die like 3 times. They just say that they can get medic 3 times, 2 to 3 times. The rebels, they are able to do mobile regions. They just say that 100 people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Empire side or QRF. They also have mobile regions. All right. Mobile region, you can't really just place right in the front, right? It's always like maybe 50 yards or 100 yards behind.
Yeah, you don't want to be at the front.
All right, so Cisco's base, we split up the 100 people to only 20 people, okay? Or 10 people. They have to secure that.
Mm-hmm.
They have to hold that place until the QRF, the rest of the Empire Force, come and get them. If the rebels is able to storm the whole base, capture Cisco, then the whole scenario changes to something else to rescuing Cisco.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. It's kind of cool. I'd like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, it kind of sounds like the plot of Black Hawk Down.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's my thinking. Or I like things like kind of like, let's say Alamo. They just put it like that. The defender, they can only die so many times. Let's just say medic rolls 2 to 3 times, right? Mm-hmm. But they're able to shoot full auto. They have to defend this area. But the opposing force, they can only shoot semi. Let's say that, and it's basically the defender, you'll have like 10 to 20 people versus like maybe upward of 70 to 80 people.
Oh
I
no.
think that's hella.
Oh yeah, that could be really fun. Like I've played games like that before, even just like regular walk-on games where it was essentially the exact same rules that you just described, and it was very fun.
Right? It's intense.
Yeah, because you have to worry too about ammo as well.
One side wants to overrun the other base. The other side, they're able to do full auto, but they have to be very smart about it too. You know, they can only die certain however many times, right?
No, of course, yeah. No, it's got to be limited.
So yeah, guys, how's the chat? How's the chat today? How many people do we have?
Right now we're only sitting at 16. It was at 20 earlier, so it's been fluctuating between like the teens and the 20s.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, and not too many people want to take advantage. Not too many people want to take advantage of the promos going on right now.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and ask people for their Q&A, whatever questions they have. Just try to answer and see if or do we have any regulars around? If they can help out, you know, like tell people about the chat. I mean, Saturdays mainly Q&A, and I do know you do have your own topics you want to ask to. So.
No, of course. We'll be letting everyone know. Try to get the word out as much as possible.
Okay. All right. Have fun with the stream.
Yep, will do. Have a good one.
Bye.
That was Bossman himself. Yeah, that's actually like those are game modes that I also enjoy too, right? Like I won't lie though, like there have been many times where I didn't want to be in like the Alamo like style game mode, and it ended up just like again Milsom West, that's happened before, where we've done like again this just our base got attacked and we had to defend it, right? And it ended up turning into this long ass firefight, right? That was exhausting. That was absolutely exhausting. Eden, what's going on, bruh? Eden, what is happening, man? Chickman07, objectives are really fun. Love that ringtone. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. That is a classic ringtone right there. But yes, objectives are really, really fun as well. But again, if you guys definitely like more like again kill-based stuff, or what again, just let me know in the live chat what exactly is your favorite type of game mode to play when it comes to airsofting, airsoft events. What would you like to see? Even if it's not a popular option, let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Also, see that right above my head in blue? That is the promo for today, right? For today's live stream. Every $50 place will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? And that is happening this coming Thursday, right? This coming Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are going to be doing our live stream. Cisco is going to be hosting that. And again, we are going to be raffling off $600. The deadline to be entered into that giveaway is going to be that same day, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once 6:30 hit, that is going to be it. That is all the orders, right? So every order placed after 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will be entered into the following live stream. It'll be entered into the following live stream, not that one, right? You guys got to be making sure that you pay attention to all the live streams because, again, this is how people are able to get multiple entries. This is why a lot of the regulars end up constantly turning up, right? Because they know that this is the best way to go ahead and get the highest odds of winning that $600 prize pot or whatever prize pot ends up having to be, even if it ends up being higher than that. Because again, it has been $4,150. I think is still the highest amount that we've done for the shopping spree giveaway live stream. But again, it could be more, right? Again, you just guys have to make sure that you're just watching the live stream specifically. Because if you're not, it's going to stack. It ends up stacking, right?
Are you running any promotions?
Yeah, not for mystery boxes today. None for mystery boxes today. Yes. But again, speaking of mystery boxes, again, come Monday, the Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box does go live. What's another thing you guys want to make sure that you are paying attention to as well? $179, right there. $179, and you get automatic free shipping. Done, right? Automatic free UPS ground shipping, right? This box is, dude, I'm excited for this box. The Tokyo Marui Mark 46 LMG, like, alone, that NGRS alone, right, makes it hella worth it, right? Considering you can win a $1,477 airsoft gun, right? And I got to shoot that thing, right? I got to do a whole review yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that review on the main YouTube channel, make sure that you watch it and give it a thumbs up as well. But that gun is sick, right? It is so fun. It's literally like what I've always wanted from a Mark 46, right? Everything that I've wanted. The only downside with that gun, if there was any, is that there's not a whole lot in terms of upgrade components that exist for it yet. and I do mean yet because I have a feeling it's going to be a matter of time before parts start coming out of the woodwork for this bad boy like crazy, right? They're going to start seeing new hop-up chambers. You're going to see some more, maybe some like new gear sets, right, for that one specifically, because I know that gearbox is completely proprietary, right? But as is right now, man, you know what? I got to say it. Even if it's stock and it is shooting at a lower FPS, this thing has range. This thing can still get out and touch people, right? This thing performs very consistently, very well, and it's just so much fun. It is so much fun. The recoil on this, yeah, I get it. It's not gas blowback, but honestly, I think I'd rather go with this, honestly, because I don't want to have to worry about gas consumption, right? Just plug in a 7.4. Plug in a 7.4 into this, even if it's got like, 1,000 milliamperage, that thing will last you fine. That thing will last you just fine. And again, if that's not your jam, then there are still plenty of amazing prizes that you can win on here, right? We're talking 416s. We're talking some AKs from LCT. You got a lot of stuff on here. Even the MGC4, right? Even the MGC4 is on here as well as a prize. Some classic Army, some Zion Arms. Like, it's just a good box, man. Like, it is just an absolute winner of a box, right? We got more ARs this time around. I know a lot of you guys were very vocal about how many AKs were on that box, which I get, maybe AKs aren't your jam, right? But hey, we listened. We listened to you guys. We added more variety on there, including more ARs as well, right? Again, there are still going to be some AKs, but we listened to your requests, and we put more options on there as well. So make sure that you jump on this when you can, right? But yeah, let me know in the live chat what you guys want to see in terms of game modes or different types of objectives or games that we can run for BB Wars Air Revival coming October 21st. And if you haven't already, make sure to pick up your tickets. Let me know. And as well, if you guys have any Airsoft related questions, let me know in the live chat. Make sure to put the letter Q in front of your question. It really helps me out. I can definitely see your questions a lot better if I see the letter Q in front of it. Let's go here. Black Brick, what's going on, bruh? Homie Nest, are you guys open tomorrow? Unfortunately, the Homie Nest, we are not open on Sundays. Sundays is the one day that GI is actually closed, for sure, like consistently. Sundays are the one day that we are closed. However, we do resume business again on Monday. We are open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Monday to Friday. On Saturdays, however, we are open, like today, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you guys swing on by for all your Airsoft goodies, right? The best deals are happening at the GI Custom Showroom and Lounge. Item list for the Platinum V2 box looks really good. I spy a cat. Yes, we are going to have some very, very cool stuff on there, Prime Tech. Absolutely. Black Brick Ops, what time is this going to end? The live stream itself ends in about, I don't know how many minutes that is, but it's going to end at 5:30, right? The live stream is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. So again, I get plenty of time for many people to go ahead and show up, right? So if you haven't already, make sure to spread this around as much as possible. Mayo Gang, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around with as many people as you know as possible, right? Let's get all eyes on this, right? Ian McKenzie, what is the link between Zion Arms and Lance Tactical? Are they the same or sister companies or anything like that? I like to think of them as like kind of cousin. Kind of like, yeah, I guess sister companies would kind of be like the best term to describe them. Ian McKenzie, kind of like sister companies, because a lot of the parts, not everything, but a lot of the parts are the same. Not everything though. I know for a fact that there is a difference with some other stuff, but essentially they are like, again, sister companies, right? That's the best way I can describe. Maybe cousins, some family. Right. Eden, thoughts on the new PKM? Yes, my man, asking the good questions here, right? LMG questions are always welcome, right? LMG questions, of course. With this new PKM, this, I believe, is going to be the same OEM as A&K, right? So the A&K PKM was actually pretty solid. I actually was a big fan of that one. For a while, we had one in the storefront, and I wanted to buy it. However, I was told that, granted, when I asked about it, I was like barely starting to work at GI, and so they were like, it's not for sale, right? But apparently, like 2 years ago, it had sold. A customer asked, and he was willing to go ahead and buy it, right? And we had let one go for like super cheap, right? Because it was super old. We had let one go for super cheap, and I freaking should have jumped on it, right? But this one is actually pretty solid. I know that this can be upgraded still in the future. There is still upgrade components for this, and I know because our old head tech was able to work on a few of these actually for a few Milsim teams that had come by to go ahead and get upgrade work done. And these things are a beast, right? I love the box mag. I love the design. It is a heavy SOB. I'm going to be honest with you. It is very, very difficult to carry around, and it's not the most comfortable gun to shoulder. But man, oh man, these things can rip. And if you were looking for an Eastern Bloc LMG, right, or an Eastern Bloc MMG, I guess, that is it considered an MMG? I'll say it's an MMG, right? If you were looking for something a little bit heavier, something definitely a lot thicker than your traditional RPK, then I would 100% recommend picking up the Atlas Custom Works PKM, right? Because this thing looks sexy, dude. This thing is beautiful. Like, look at that, right? Automatic box mag, like, this thing is freaking sweet. I want this. Like, I absolutely want this. Like, I'm considering getting one. Let's see here. Thoughts on the Specna Arms FO3 Flex? Gemini God Gaming. Excellent question. Remember, guys, in the future, if you want to ask your airsoft-related questions, put the letter Q in front. But to answer your question, Gemini, yes, I actually do like the Flex series. I like most of the Specna Arms, right? Specna Arms, Lancer Tactical, same shit, right? Specna Arms, Flex. If you guys can actually see what he's looking at. Oh, my back. I definitely need a back massage, man. I need, like, a good back crack. The F03, right? F03. Yeah, it's solid, right? You are getting, like, again, pretty damn tough polymer upper and lower receiver, pretty much polymer construction throughout. Metal outer barrel, though, metal in gearbox. That's what needs to be metal is metal, so you don't have to worry about that. Standard V2 design, quick change spring system, rotary style hop chamber. Yeah, it's got the works, man. Like, I ain't got no issues with this bad boy. In fact, this is actually one of the models that Boaz and I both agree, and we ended up putting on our list for the top airsoft guns under $200, right? This is definitely an option that I would recommend to most people. There are other options with Specna Arms. If you want to go outside the Flex series, you can go in the Core series. Oof, my apologies. You can go with the Core series, and there's a couple of good options on there as well. But, yeah, I think the Flex F03 is a solid pick. It's a good length, right? M-Lock rail is nice and clean. It's just simple, and that's honestly all you really need at the end of the day, especially if you were looking for like a loaner gun, a gun to start like doing a project on. Yeah, it's just a solid pick, right? Nothing wrong with this bad boy. I think my only gripe with this is that it doesn't come included with a battery and charger, whereas a lot of the Lancer Tactical Gen 2s, which, come on, it's essentially the same shit. They're coming from the same factories. Why wouldn't they include a battery and charger at that point? Since Lancer's doing it, why wouldn't Specna do it? But whatever, at the end of the day, it's their choice, and I still think the value is there. I still think the value is definitely there. And again, guys, like I mentioned earlier, use coupon code 20th, 20TH, to get 10% off. You're welcome, right? But at let's see. There's a promo above my head going on right now, right? Every $50 placed, right? How much is this, right? And it's 50. You'd end up getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 15 chances of winning $600. I'm just saying. Right, I'm just saying, if there was a time that you guys were going to pick up a airsoft gun during these live streams, is definitely going to be the best time to do it. Because again, multiple entries in the shopping spree giveaway. That is how the previous winners have been able to win, right? That's how they've been able to do it. Don't believe me? Ask them yourselves, right? All right, scroll down to the most recent questions and my comments. Sick, thank you. Because I just got. Oh, nice, dude, nice. Battery and charger aren't much though. Yeah, that's the thing, right? The battery and charger themselves aren't really too much. A solid battery and charger on their own, like they can go anywhere from 18 to about 35, sometimes a little more depending on the battery you get. So it's not too much more to add a battery and charger. But I know a lot of people are tight on money. That's my biggest thing, is that I know a lot of people can be pretty tight on money on a budget, and I do understand that, right? Again, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my hand, right, in my mouth. I had to work to get to where I'm at right now, right? So I get it. I totally understand. And I want to save as much money as I possibly can, right? But yes, a battery and charger I think should have been included. But again, we sell them. You can pick them up. It's not that big a deal. And again, like I said, coupon code 20th, 20TH at checkout to get 10% off, right? Nathan in. What's going on, Nathan? There's a new ACR. We have some new Masada ACRs coming to the site right now. Let's see. Let me just pull them up for you so you guys can see them as well. Right? These are the Atlas Custom Works Masada ACRs. I don't know why they couldn't just pick one Masada or ACR. Don't ask me. I don't know. That's just the title that they wanted to go ahead and give. But let's go ahead and click one, right? It's not going to be a traditional Riz. You are going to be getting this rail system on here, which is very, very cool, right? Very sleek. I think it's pretty sick, right? You are going to be getting the polymer construction throughout. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty freaking sweet, especially if you are a fan of like the older like ACRs or like the Masada's design or the look. It just looks good, right? Again, all my COD Modern Warfare MW2 fans, right? Absolutely. And the only thing it's missing is a heartbeat monitor, right? The heartbeat sensor. Do you guys remember that mission, COD 2, when you're going through the ice and you have the heartbeat sensor? That shit was like, oh, that was cool. It was cool. It kind of gave me Aliens vibes. But yeah, absolutely. This thing is cool, right? Again, it is a standard version 2 gearbox, right? So absolutely you can put in whatever you want in terms of upgrades. The only thing that I remember correctly about these, because these are the same OEM as A&K, is that their hop-up chambers are not interchangeable, right? You cannot swap out the hop-up chamber. You are stuck with that proprietary hop-up chamber. The bucking inner barrel you can swap out. You can swap those out. That should be fine. That shouldn't be any issue at all. It's just the chamber itself that can't be swapped out, and that's fine, honestly. For most people, you really don't need to change out that hop-up chamber, right? You really don't need to. But they are available in both the really nice tan, the flat dark earth, and a solid black as well, if that suits your style. And we also have a new SR25 as well. We also have another SR25 option on the market as well. Again, I think it's pretty. I still think the Classic Army is still my favorite, but this one's not too bad either, right? And especially with that 10% off coupon code 20th, yeah. Should make sure to put that back. There we go, right there. And there's plenty of stuff. And again, keep an eye out too, because there's actually more coming too. There's actually going to be a lot more Atlas Custom Works accessories, components, and even guns coming out as well, right? There's just a taste of more to come, if you will. Right. I know I saw questions, thoughts on the new ACR. Yeah, again, like I dig them, Eden. I think they're cool. Again, it's just gonna be like I guess slightly updated version of the A&K models, because it's the exact same OEM. But I'm glad that we're getting more stuff from them. I'm glad Atlas Custom Works is jumping on this and being able to release more options. Right. I think it's cool. It's absolutely sick, right? Because again, I want more Masada options out there. I want more PKMs. I want more of everything, right? More of everything cannot be a bad thing, right? Especially if you're an airsoft retailer, right? You want more options for people to look at. You want more options for people to buy, right? Absolutely. I also really like these CAC expressors. These things are sick. I want one of these. I need to pick a few of these up, actually. I think I'm probably going to end up picking a few of these up for myself. There's the QDC, and then there's also the SR16 model. The SR16 one looks pretty cool. I know Cisco's going to be like, oh, yeah, he needs to pick a few of these up. Like, I know him for a fact he's going to pick a few of these up. He might end up using them for custom builds, too. He might end up using them for a custom build. Make sure you know what's going on. Keeps going through. Collection of DM. When is Lancer Tactical coming out with a full metal Gen 3? We need a new Pro line. So Eden, thank you for answering that. But essentially, yeah, you're right, Eden. Technically speaking, the MGC4 marked. Well, actually, I guess both MGC4s. Yeah, both MGC4s are essentially going to be a full metal Gen 3 because they're using the Gen 3 gearbox. There's going to be some better parts that are thrown into it. However, it is still using a Gen 3 in a sense. However, Bossman actually came on the live stream and he had said this to everyone that the Gen 4 lineup that Lance Tactical has planned is actually going to be using a Gen 3 gearbox, but in a full metal receiver. So stay tuned for that. I believe that might be coming out next year. So just keep an eye out on that. Make sure I'm missing anything. When Mom gets back, hopefully we can get the BB Wars tickets. That's funny. Oh, Bossman wants to go ahead and chime in as well. Hello again.
Hey, MGC4 does not use Gen 3 gearbox. That's not how. That's not right.
It doesn't use the same gearbox shell?
No, it's the Gen 4. Like I mean.
I thought you said that was what the Gen 4 was going to be. That the Gen 4s were going to be the.
No, because listen, Gen 2, Gen 3, whatever generation, Specna Arms, Novridge, whatever, they're all using the same gearbox shell. There is no difference. Okay, but the internal is what makes it the difference. Gen 2 only has, like non-CNC cut gear sets, etc. The Gen 3, same thing. The the one we have CNC wire cut gears that Gen 3 don't have. It has a different nozzle that Gen 3 don't have. You understand what I mean now?
No, of course. As I said, the internals are different.
So it's not. You cannot say it's a Gen 3. So that's what I tried to correct Cisco last time.
Yeah, but like I said, it is going to be using upgraded internals. Is that going to be the Gen 4? That's going to be the same thing essentially, right?
Yes. Essentially, they want to make their newest generation hire a gun with this gearbox because they're saying how durable this gearbox is, and they want to build on this. This is kind of like how should I put this? They used to call this the Gen 3 Elite internal, but I told them Gen 3 Elite it sounds kind of wonkish. Just call it a Gen 4.
Yeah, just call it a Gen 4 at that point. Makes it a lot less confusing.
So Eden, it's not a Gen 3 because it has many different parts that Gen 3 don't have. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure we get that.
No,
straight.
We're all clear.
Okay, bye.
Yep, bye-bye. There you go. You heard it from the boss man's lips himself. Can you imagine if they actually called it the Gen 3 Elite? That'd be a little... I don't know how I'd feel about that. I think calling it a Gen 4 at that point would probably be... That was probably the smart move. The homie Nest, need an RMR for my Sand Viper. Interesting. There's actually quite a few RMRs that we sell on our site. RMR. Just type it into the site, and there's actually quite a few options for you as well. I believe... Stitch ordered himself, where was it? I believe Stitch ordered himself this one, and he actually came in, and it looked really damn good. Like, he had this on his Sand Viper. That thing looked pretty, man. That thing looked really beautiful. But, again, there's other options as well if you prefer. Just depends ultimately on what you're looking for. That one was actually one of my favorites because, again, it's also really affordable, too. $36? That ain't bad, man. That ain't bad at all, right? But, again, there's other options as well in terms of, like, RMRs. Ultimately depends on what you're looking for. Okay, answer that one. Okay, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. So the MGC4 kicked off the LT Gen 4. In a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. Because it's going to be using, again, that same setup, right? Homie AB, hey, yo, what's going on, bro? What is going on? More is always better than less, says Mike. Primetech Customs, you are absolutely right. That is super appropriate. Hopefully we're getting a new hop chamber from ACW for the new ACR Masada lineup. Actually, Eden, I was thinking about that yesterday. Actually, that'd be dope with those new Masadas that came out, right? With the new updated ones. I would love to see Alice Custom Works coming out with a very specific a hop chamber for it, right? An upgraded one, maybe even like a rotary style. That'd be nice, right? That'd be very convenient, very cool to see. But again, we'll just have to wait and see, right? The ball is now in Atlas Custom Works court. All they got to do is make it, right? Make it, and I think that actually would sell because I know that there are still a few guys with some older A&K Masadas and ACRs that would love to go ahead and upgrade their hop chambers, right? They would love to upgrade it, but they can't at the moment, right? Because it's still the old dial system, right? Which, don't get me wrong, it works. It gets the job done, right? Especially if you got a good bucking, good hop-up nub, and a good inner barrel. Like, yeah, you're pretty much set, right? You don't have to change it up, but it is more of a convenience factor for me, right? The ACW ACR seems based on a Remington. More knowledgeable Pew Scholar can correct me, lol. No, I get that, Prime Tech. I think it definitely looks a little bit closer to it. For me, I think it's because of the rail system, but again, I could be wrong, right? Again, more knowledgeable Pew Scholars out there, right? George's MMA, is there anything new from Zion Arms coming out soon? And if so, what and when? So I'm not 100% certain if of new stuff from Zion Arms. I can imagine there's going to be some new Zion Arms stuff in the future. I think right now, I think it's still a good idea that nothing super brand new has come out, just because it gives time for the R15 models to, I guess, I don't want to say, I was going to say ferment. We're not talking about wine here. We're not talking about alcohol, but it gives it time to sort of grow itself as a brand, right? Because when the R15s first came out, not too many people knew what they were, right? And I get it. They were a brand new company, right? Not too many models under their belt, not too many years of experience. So when these models came out, we definitely helped in terms of like being able to get that name out there. Because again, we were amazed at the level of performance that you can get for that, right? Because again, the fact that it can shoot like well above the weight class of like guns that are more expensive than that's always got to be applauded. That has to be applauded, right? So like we were really impressed with that. And again, when you pair that off, again, with that like P++ package, give it a new motor, give it a new bucking inner barrel combo from Unicorn. That thing is shooting laser beams, right? And everyone that I know that's had an R15 has been very stoked with it, has been very happy with it. So I think they want time to go ahead and let those models like grow and get familiar within the industry itself. And I get it, right? It's cool. However, do I think there's going to be more stuff from them? Absolutely. I definitely believe that there's going to be more products coming from them, maybe sooner than later, right? I would love to see more accessories from them as well. I would love to see more accessories from them. We actually are going to be getting some more Atlas Custom Works stocks in the future, right? Like the 1913 Picatinny stocks. That'll be compatible with the Mod Zero, right? It's more stuff like this. There's going to be plenty more coming to the website soon, so make sure you stay tuned. And remember, guys, if you guys were interested in buying anything from Airsoft GI, now is definitely the time to do it because of the promo above my head. Every $50 placed per order, and you'll be receiving 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? That's 5 chances of winning $600, right? Think multiples of 50. $50 or more, that's 5 entries. $100 or more, that's 10 entries. $150, that's 15 entries, right? $150, again, multiples of 50, that getting 5 per $50 place. So don't miss out. Now is the time to do it. You have literally an hour left. 1 hour left of the live stream before it's curtains, right? It ends, and that's going to be the end of the promo we got going on, so make sure that you take advantage. Another question I had for you guys as well, if you guys can go ahead and answer it in the live chat as well. If you don't have any Airsoft-related questions, question for you. BB Wars coming up. What is your ideal game mode that you would love to see being played at BB Wars Air Revival at SC Village? What would you like to see in terms of a game mode or an objective style game? What sort of gameplay style are you looking for? Again, let us know in the live chat what you think. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys have to say. And if you do have Airsoft related questions, feel free to ask me in the live chat. Just put the letter Q in front of your question. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to go ahead and see. Gemini God Gaming. What's a good gun with a foldable stock that's not an AK? A folding stock. I would have to say, I mean, if you're looking for folding stock, one of the it's not going to come included with the stock as is, but honestly, I usually like to recommend for anyone that's looking for like something cool, I would say go with the R15 Mod Zero, right? I've talked about the Zion Arms R15 before. R15 is one of the, I think it's the second best high-end AEG that you can get for the money, right? Receiver is absolutely beautiful, nice intricate details there. The finish is amazing, right? This model is actually going to come, we just threw the stock on to give you an example, right? This is what the gun looks like as is. Right? This looks absolutely sick. The battery compartment is actually still in the rear. Zion Arms actually does make a 11.1 specifically designed for that battery compartment, which fits in nice and snug, right? And it's still 1,000 milliamperage, right? So I think it's actually 1,100 milliamperage battery, right, that you can get with this, and it's absolutely sick, right? Standard M4 mag compatibility, so you can find magazines literally anywhere, right? You can use any brand and it should work. But what we like doing is actually throwing in, this is the MCX stock. However, we'd recommend throwing in some of these new Atlas Custom Works stocks, right? There's gonna be more coming to the side as well as just an example, right? These minimalist folding stocks, these look cool as hell. If you guys want to get an idea, right, as to what I'm talking about, I'm going to pull one up for you guys to go ahead and see. I took a few pictures yesterday. There you go. That way you guys can go ahead and see that as well, right? Take a look at that, right? That looks cool. That looks absolutely sick, right? I got to say, I put this one together myself. I'm pretty proud of myself. I like the way this one came out, right? But when it's folded, looks very sick, right? Like, that looks cool, right? That's freaking sick. And there's going to be more options as well, so make sure that you guys are tuned into the new products page on our site, right? That looks cool. I think that looks really, really good. But again, that would be the one that I would honestly suggest. However, if you wanted something that had a folding stock as is, what I usually suggest. I think one of the newer things, MCP. Does the MCP have a folding stock? I thought it did. I was under the assumption that it did use a folding stock. I believe that it does. Let's see. Okay, no, I don't believe it has a true folding stock all the way. I have to double check that. But again, there are options out there that use folding stocks, like for sure. But I get what you're saying about not wanting it to be an AK, right? I actually do like my folding stocks on an AK, but I get it, right? You want other options. Let's see here. Folding stocks, see, baby monitor. Nathan earned baby monitors, that's what we call them. New ACR, but it's not GBB. Yeah, that's the only downside, Nathan, is that they're not GBB. But again, I've always been more of like an AEG guy than a GBB. But I get the appeal. Trust me, I get the appeal. Maybe in the future, right? If you guys were looking for GBB Masadas, right? GBB Masada. We still got them, right? Because again, we still got the PTS boys, right? Right now, looks like the Flat Dark Earth is the only one that's left. Ooh, interesting. And I know for a fact inventory on this is probably low, right? We got the PTS ACR or ACR Masadas, right? We got these bad boys. These are officially licensed too. I'd recommend picking up one of these, right? If you wanted a gas blowback, it's on a discount right now. It's normally $420. It's going for $380, bruh. Like, hell yeah. These things are normally $420. But $386, dude, that's doable. That is 100% doable. And this, especially now, again, that many entries, right? What is that, 30, 35? 35 entries in the shopping spree giveaway? That's what that, yeah, I believe that should be like 35 entries into the shopping spree giveaway if you order that right now. Just saying, right? Just saying. Right? All right, so let's keep scrolling on. I think there's more questions. Answer that one. Answer that one. Okay, answer that one. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent ones. Let's see. Okay, I can't comment since I'm stuck in Texas, but I just hope y'all fun. Even if y'all in Texas, right? Even if you're in Texas, you can go. Remember, we have BB Wars in Texas as well, and BB Wars East Coast is going to happen, right? Even if it takes us longer than anticipated, we are going to get BB Wars East Coast to happen at some point or another, right? It's an eventuality, right? But again, this goes for anyone. If you guys want to see a very specific type of game mode at BB Wars, whether it's a one that's been confirmed or not even confirmed yet in terms of a date, just let us know in the live chat. I would love to go and see. Maybe this can go ahead and convince us to go ahead and implement those specific game modes into the game itself, right? We have an idea of what we want to do, but we are always open to suggestions. Remember, this is an event catering towards our customers, so we want to listen to what you guys have to say as well. So if you guys have any suggestions, right, for BB Wars in terms of different game modes that we can do, then feel free to go ahead and let me know in the live chat right now. Again, if you have any airsoft-related questions, make sure to put the letter Q in front of your question. Also, makes it a lot easier for me to answer, right? Homie AB, defend the castle. Okay, no, I get that. We've done like the Alamo like style, like attack and defend game modes. Bossman, that's actually one of his favorites. That's one of my personal favorites too, actually. I've definitely done a lot of like those game modes, even when I didn't want to. But they are always really, really fun. It's very stressful too, right? It can be very stressful just because it's like, oh man, you got to watch your ammo consumption. You got to watch how many BBs you got left, right? It's always stressful too because in Bossman's version, the defenders would be allowed to go full auto, right? In exchange for limited respawns or limited medics, right? How many times you can be revived. Versus the attackers who have unlimited. Right, so it doesn't matter if they die. All they got to do is go back to spawn and come back, and they'll just keep coming. Right, they'll just keep on coming. Best battery for out the box Kalashnikov USA license KR-103 SAG airsoft rifle. Okay, love tap. That is a very good question. For you, honestly, for most AKs, my favorite battery to recommend would be. Yeah, it's going to be the Echo Lipo battery. One of these. Give me a second to pull it up for y'all. Oh, my back. Oh, no. Well, I guess it depends, right, what voltage you want to run versus 11.1 versus 7.4. I like 11.1, but if you wanted to run 7.4, this one would actually be a solid pick, right? Like, I like the Echo ones because they're incredibly thin. I think they're even thinner than the Lancer batteries. These fit in no problem like whatsoever, right? You still got plenty of room in this if you go with a 7.4 like this one. You could also go with the 11.1. However, it's got out of stock at the moment. I believe that they should be getting restocked fairly soon, right? As soon as they do, I would highly recommend picking one of those up if you want to run 11.1s. You can also go insert tactical 11.1 volt, and I recommend these model specifically, not the lithium ions, because lithium ion batteries, even though it's cool that they have a really high milliamperage, but they are so thick. They're incredibly thick, man. Like, it's hard to close the dust cover on any AK with those. Or this one too. This one's gonna be a little bit thicker. It'll be a little bit more snug, but it should still work. It should still work for that one as well. So ultimately, it just depends, right? Either or, it's a solid battery. It'll work. Let's see here. Best battery out of the box. Answered that one. The homie Ness. I'm interested in an underbarrel scatter gun. I believe we already had that on, let's see, scatter gun. I believe we had that already. It's been a while, but I believe, yeah, the master key. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. Is this ridiculous? Yes. Is it heavy? Yes. Is it cool? You bet your ass it's cool. You bet your ass it's cool, man. I would 100% rock this, right? Absolutely. 100% would recommend. Yeah, absolutely I would. I love that it comes included with the mount already too. It's just convenient, man. It's just super, super convenient. I would do it. I would do it. All right. And again, it's going to be the same scattergun, right? It's going to be the same scattergun internals at the end of the day. So you know it's going to work. You know it's going to be reliable. Let's see. It keeps going up. Keeps going up. Collection of DMs. So the Mayo Gang is technically the prototype of the Gen 4. My credit card is about to hurl. I just bought a new gun 2 weeks ago. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, the Mayo Gang, like MGC4 is, right? At the end of the day, like, yes, it is, right? It is absolutely the, I guess, like, predecessor. It's going to launch it kind of the type deal. Yeah, it essentially is, right? And I'm happy for it because the Mayo Gang guns, both the MGC4 Mark 1 and the Mark II, have been an absolute blast, right? They've been outstanding in terms of their performance, their reliability, right? And again, at the end of the day, they are all still using, a version 2 gearbox that can still be upgraded. If you wanted even further performance from it, we do have customs based on those as well, right? So this keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. Okay, and I should be caught up with those. Remember, guys, promo right above my head. As soon as 5:30 hits, that is going to be the end of the live stream, and that promotion is going to go away. So make sure that you do not miss out. You got to make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around with as many people as possible. Share it around with as much people as possible. Let's get as many eyes on this. Let's get all the questions going. And let's get the chat going as well. Let's see, we're at 18 likes. I think we can do a little more. Right? We're at 18 likes right now. I think we can go ahead and do better, right? Let's bump those numbers up as well, right? Or you want to go and support the channel directly, get all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI, and make sure that you are watching, you are subbed to the channel, right? We got to make sure that you are subscribed, right? That is how we go ahead and beat the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube hates anything Airsoft related at all. It's very frustrating sometimes, but hey, you got to stick with it, but we need your support to do it. So make sure that you go ahead and show your support right now through Airsoft GI, right? But let's go ahead and keep answering some more questions. And again, guys, if you have Airsoft-related questions, you want to ask me some personal questions, I'm an open book. I don't really care. Feel free to go ahead and ask me. Put the letter Q in front of your question. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to see. And that promo is going to be going away. Right? BB Wars tickets, if you haven't already, for all my new viewers out there, BB Wars tickets are available. Make sure that you go ahead and pick your tickets up right now. Either the Rebellion or the Empire, Team Empire, need your help to go ahead and, face this conflict, right? So we need you guys to go ahead and get your tickets now. Pre-registration is going to be required. There's not going to be any walk-ons the day of. We just confirmed that the other day with SC Village and KDW Tactical League. We do not want to go ahead and do walk-ons. Sorry, it is what it is. It's going to make it a lot easier for us to get the numbers right. So there's not going to be any walk-ons that day. You have to get your tickets now while you still can, right? And the uniform requirement, if you guys were wondering, is very easy. It's like the easiest thing in the world, right? For Rebels, it is all civilian clothing, right? Civilian clothing, right? No camouflage whatsoever, and that's it, right? No camouflage in terms of clothing, and you are set, right? That's literally all you got to do, right? Solid colors, civvy clothes, that's it. The go-to outfit, you know what the go-to outfit for a civvy is, right? For a Rebel, it is literally a flannel top and jeans, some type of t-shirt and jeans, right? That's literally it, right? That's literally all you got to do. For Empire, it is going to be any camouflage of your choosing. Ideally, it would be multicam or multicam black. However, we understand, right, that camouflage, maybe can vary from person to person, right? Maybe you have your own preferences. That's why we made it open to pretty much any camouflage out there. If you're rocking M81 Woodland, if you're rocking ACU, if you're rocking, Russian camo of any kind, right? Like, that's fine, right? That's totally fine. As long as it's a camouflage pattern of some kind, then you are Empire. You are meeting the needs for a uniform requirement for the Empire, right? So it's very easy to do, and it's only $50, but $50 right now will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree. I'm just saying. That's $600 that you can easily pocket for yourself, and all you got to do is place your order through Airsoft GI, right? Let's scroll down the most recent comments and questions. Charidimos G, LCT G3A3, based or not? Let's see. I mean, you know me. I'm a G3 guy too, right? G3A3 LCT. Let's go with the LCT. Although I think they have a different name for theirs, right? Honestly, yeah, I'd say yeah. I would say yeah. Honestly, like the G3s are hella based, bro. Jarrell Sanders, or Saunders, I should say. How do you feel about Specna Arms with the Gate Aster? Is it solid, or would you upgrade the internals? There's really not much of a need to change out anything, honestly, at the end of the day. Like, out of the box, they perform solid, right? And that's kind of been the trend for most airsoft companies nowadays, especially if they're going for like higher end, like $300 plus airsoft guns. Even I would say $200 price range and up. A lot of times manufacturers are trying to make an airsoft gun that doesn't need any upgrades out the box, and it's just ready to compete as is. And I feel like that's a good thing, right? Can you still change out the upgrades in there, Jarrell? Yes, you can. Should you though? Nah. I would say the Gate Aster as is, like, it's solid, man. It gets the job done. You don't really need anything else at that point. I know, like, sometimes there will be pressure from, like, some people being like, oh, yeah, I have this, MOSFET, I have this, has all this programmability. And programmability is cool, don't get me wrong, but there's also, like, is there really a need for everything, right? I think the Gate Aster gives some good options, and that's pretty much all you need, right? For the standard, like, walk-on, like, field player, you don't really need a whole lot, right, at the end of the day. And I think that the Specna Arms Edge series, like their Edge 2.0s, they're great. They're solid, right? They do the job done. They do the job very, very well. I just want to try some Bucky's food. What the heck? You could attend SoCal one, but I'll soon be able to attend D14 one eventually. DJ, I would love to attend a D14 one. I would love to attend a D14 BB Wars event. I've always wanted to go. I always watch the vlogs that Cisco and Boaz put out when they go, and it looks so much fun. I would kill for the chance to go out to Texas, to be flown out to Texas, or to just ride with the boys, right? That'd be awesome. That would be so cool to go out and play at Texas, because I really want to see the community out in Texas as well, right? I hear it's really, really cool. The fan base is really good out there. I just want to see it. I want to experience it for myself. I really, really do. Hopefully in the future, I'll be able to go to a Texas event. But honestly, like, I'm stoked for SoCal, like, BB Wars. Like, it's been years, like, literally years since. This is the first year that it came back, right? Coastal Front was the first, and the fact that we were able to get an opportunity to jump at an SC Village, like, SC Village location for a second BB Wars in Cal, like, we had to do it. Like, there was no way that we were not going to pass up that opportunity. There was no way we were going to pass that up, right? We had to. Especially because it's at SC Village, right? That makes it so much closer for so many people. So a lot of people that couldn't come out to the last event, bear in mind, we had a good set of people playing at the last one. We had a good, even though it was all the way on Anderson, we still had a huge turnout, right? I would love to see the same thing for SC Village, especially because it's close to a lot of you. I know that was a big complaint for some of you guys, that it's too far, it's too much of a drive. Well, there you go. Now we answered your concerns. It's at SC Village. You ain't got no reason why you can't show up now. Let's see here. Nothing much, boys. Just enjoying my extended weekend, making supper, playing COD, and playing with new toys. Absolutely. Dude, that is a vibe, DJ. That is absolutely a vibe. I would love to go ahead. Like, once work ends, I'm probably going to go home, take a nap, and then wake up the next day after a workout, and then just enjoy playing some video games, making some food, and that's about it. Hanging with the puppy. Let's see here. Ian McKenzie, is it possible to purchase the shorter outer barrel and inner barrels for Zynearms R15? So for the Zynearms R15, you can swap out the inner barrels very easily. That's not a problem. You can get any upgraded one out of the box. Or you can buy any upgraded inner barrel. Unicorn would definitely be one that I would recommend. But the outer barrel itself, the Zynearms doesn't have their outer barrel, like OEM outer barrel, for sale. However, I do believe the outer barrels should be interchangeable with other, like, AR, because again, the receiver should be the same. It should be compatible with other AR outer M4, M16 outer barrels. So if you wanted to swap that length out, you should be able to, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. DJ, wife has confirmed I am still allowed to attend BB Wars. Ticket shopping now, man. Can't wait. 2.5 weeks left. That's what's up, DJ. That is what's up. Dude, I'm excited to see you. I am excited to play with you, bro. Gemini COD Gaming, search and rescue. Okay, you like search and rescue style games. That's interesting, actually. That's actually kind of cool. That's interesting. I've never heard that one before. A search and rescue of like a VIP or something. That actually be kind of cool. Search and rescue, you have to look for someone, find them, and then you have to go out and escort them off the mission. Maybe kind of like some type of extraction. That'd be cool, right? That'd actually be pretty sick. I would be down for that type of game. Homie Ness, I just want to try Bucky's food. That honestly, I keep seeing that too. That damn little beaver. I want to try that beaver's food, man. That beaver apparently cooks up some mean grub. I want to try it. Okay, answer those. Okay, I should be caught up on those. Let's scroll into most recent stuff. DJ LCT suggests externals, but you will need to eventually upgrade the internals later on. But I play it with its stock until something starts going, and then yeah, no, I'm under the same opinion. Like I like at the end of the day, like the LCTs are a little bit pricey, but their externals are phenomenal, and their internals are still like again pretty standard in terms of like their design. So upgrades are very easily accessible, if you will, right? I got no issues with the LCT stuff, honestly. I think the only LCT that I had a little bit of a concern at the time, it was a couple years ago, was their version of the PP19. Their PP19 hop-up chamber, I don't know what it is. They had a little bit of problems. I think there was like a small batch that just had some issues. It's been since corrected, of course. But like I remember for a while, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, right? Like especially because I really like the PP19, but I was a little bit disappointed that it was just seemed to just be prone to feeding issues at the time. Now it's been 2 years since, so I haven't heard of that issue coming up recently. Let's see here. Prime Tech Customs. That's actually a good idea. Potential BB Wars, Empire Rebels recruitment videos in the future. Convince us to join either faction. That's a good idea, actually. I would actually really much love to do. We kind of did something similar where we did like kind of like a propaganda type thing. We could probably do like an actual recruitment, like I want you, right? Look at the camera. I want you to join. We could probably do something like that as well. We do have our BB Wars promo videos for both Rebels and Empire. Where Boaz is like, has a nice little speech, and then Cisco has this speech as well that he gives. Yeah, I would highly recommend you check those out. We usually blast those too on social media pages as like every once in a while. Like I believe we'll do it every other day. We'll use those as well. But yeah, like we can definitely try to work something out like that. Another promotional video, right? Recruitment style specifically. Let's see here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Based or not, use the real one in the army, so looking to recreate my army loadout in Airsoft. Oh, okay, I see. I didn't know you had a G3. That's pretty sick, dude. That's pretty awesome. Honestly, like, I've actually got to shoot a G3 once in my life, and it was super cool. It was super fun. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Regret not getting the Specna Edge. I mean, at the end of the day, like again, there are plenty of options that can perform really, really well. If you're asking for my honest opinion about like what the best high-end AEG that you can get right now out of the box is, it's going to be the Mayo Gang MGC4, right? It's going to be the Mayo Gang MGC4, specifically the Mark II, right? It just is, right? It just literally is. Yeah, like that's about all I could say about that, man. Like again, the internals of this thing are absolutely sick, right? You heard it from the boss, man. This is essentially going to be, I guess, the marker for the new Mark IV series that's going to be coming out. The internals on this are absolutely amazing because we handpicked them, right? We got to choose what internals went into this, right? Like, I'm just such a big fan of this bad boy. I'm such a fan of it. And again, the Mark I, the enhanced version, is back. So if you want it in a SBR format, you can definitely go ahead and pick that up as well. One of the most recent comments question. Need a queso squadron recruitment. Oh, okay. I see you. I don't know if I don't know if too many people would want to be like would join specifically because of me. But no, like we could probably do something like that. That definitely seems possible. See some more like recruitment videos, maybe like join my squad specifically, right? Honestly, what I would want to see are like more like posters, like flyers passed out where it literally looks like those old propaganda like posters from like World War II. Have you guys seen, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? From like World War II, all those old propaganda like posters that you would see in flyers everywhere. Those are cool, right? Those are a vibe. Let's see here. I would go for the special patch. Need some more gear before I would be ready, though. Okay, I see. Again, we're actually going to be getting, spoiler, just a little spoiler, just a slight spoiler, right? There are going to be some BB Wars specific patches that are being made that are in the works right now. They're being made. We drew up the designs and they look pretty damn cool. But I believe they're going to be exclusive for the event only. So I'm just saying. They're going to be exclusive to the event only. So if you're not there at the event, you're probably not going to be able to get them. As far as I can tell, we might sell them online. Maybe we'd have to confirm that. I'd have to confirm that. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions in terms of BB Wars game modes, let me know in the live chat as well. Remember, if you guys have a very specific game mode that you like to play, maybe something you came up with on the fly, if you guys want to let me know what you guys don't want to see, you can also put that down in the live chat as well. Let me know what you don't want to see happening at BB Wars in terms of game modes. Remember, we have to cater our BB Wars events towards our customers. You guys are our customers, and we want to go out and do these events for you. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to make an event that's not going to give you what you want at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Right? So tickets are available if you haven't already picked up yours. Tickets are available for both Empire and for the Rebellion, right? $50 each. And right now, the promo above my head speaks for itself, right? Every $50 you place right now will be getting you 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. So think multiples of 50. You'll be getting 5 entries per, right? So $50, 5. $100 or more, 10. $150, 15. You guys get the idea. Make sure to go on and get all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft Chat because we're literally the only Airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree. That's right. All you got to do is place a $20 order and you're in, but might as well take advantage of the promo going on right now. $50 plus, that's 5 chances of winning, so don't miss out. And right now we only got 35. We got 35 minutes left of the live stream, so make sure that you guys are taking advantage while you can, right? Because again, once the 35 minutes are up, now 34 minutes are up, that is going to be the end of the live stream. It's going to be the end of the live stream, and that's going to be the end of the promo, right? And that's going to be a done deal, right? If you didn't take advantage of it, oh well. So make sure that you take advantage while you can, right? And again, ask your Airsoft-related questions. Share it around with as many people as you possibly can. Let's get as many eyes on this as possible. See here. Let's go here. Let's go down to the most recent comments and questions. Actually, that is something I would like to see as well. Like when it comes to patches, right? Because I am an Imperial captain, I will say, right? I'm an Imperial captain. What kind of patch would you guys like to go out and see as far as a design as well, right? Because I know it's something that we've been kind of like thinking about as well. If I were to get my own patch, or if there were to be any sort of like, I guess, apparel with me on it, or any sort of like accessory, like any sort of t-shirt or a hoodie, what would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see a t-shirt? Would you guys like to see a patch? For me personally, I think I would prefer a patch at the end of the day. For me, if there were to be anything, any sort of like swag with me on it, I would prefer a patch. I'd either prefer a patch or a hoodie. I think for like me in my like modern Imperial kit, right, with like my white armor and everything, I think that would probably be the best move to do, because I think it's just like, oh yeah, that kind of screams Star Wars, right? That screams sci-fi. That would be something that I would want to do in terms of a patch, right? Have an artist kind of do like a mock-up of it and make it look real cool. But what do you guys think, right? I'm actually curious to see what you guys think as well. Also, I'm really hyped up for this mystery box as well. 179, right? Come Monday, like, bruh. I mean, I'm just saying, if you pick one of these up, like the day it goes live, you're smart. Like, absolutely, you are smart, right? You got to pick this up when you can, right? Goes live on Monday, right, at 4 p.m., right? Once 4 p.m. hits, this thing better be sold out, or I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm going to be very disappointed in a lot of you, right? Because, again, the grand prize is the Mark 46, right? NGRS. This thing is so sweet. Again, if you guys haven't already, our main YouTube video covering and reviewing the Mark 46 NGRS LMG went live yesterday, so make sure that you watch that and give it a thumbs up as well, because man, oh man, like that gun, it's so fun. It's so fun to shoot, and that's like the biggest thing that TM is like capitalizing on, that just the fun factor, right? Because I get it, right? It's an expensive LMG. I totally understand. Not too many people are going to buy it because of the price point. I understand that. However, if you were looking for something that's going to be fun and never going to get old in terms of just how cool it is, that's got to be the one, man. Like, that's definitely got to be the one. Like, to the point where I'm genuinely like, all right, should I get this or should I get the Classic Army M133 Mini Vulcan, right? Like, I'm dead ass like debating between the two. Yeah, part of me says I should get the M133 Mini Vulcan, but another part says, like, I mean, just look at this, right? Just look at this bad boy. It's such a beauty, right? It is absolutely gorgeous, right? And I love the system. This is my ideal system in the way like 249 should work, right? I don't like there being that tube, that hose, right? I want it to be a direct feed system, right? To feed directly into the airsoft gun, right? The hop chamber to work out that way. And it does, right? This does everything that I want it to do. Super realistic in terms of operation. The manual of arms feels very similar. Like, I'm just saying, man, like that's definitely got to be the most immersive experience you can get when using an LMG specifically. And I've actually used the gas one. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer this one. I've used the gas one before. I prefer this one. I actually prefer this one. But again, that price point, I get it. But even then, I think it's still worth it. If you really look at it objectively, it is worth it. It's just whether or not we have the funds for it, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that as well. Let's see. For someone new to Milsim community, looking at games like Milsim West, where it could be possible rain, would an AEG survive, or would you have to weatherproof it somewhat and or just go for an HPA? Honestly, most guys at Milsim West games, they usually do AEGs. Even during the rain, they'll go AEGs. Right. My thing with going with AEGs, like why it's such a move for a Milsim event, is because you don't have to worry about weather conditions necessarily. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about like, oh, it's cold, so my gas blowback isn't going to be as efficient. You don't got to worry about that. With HPA, yeah, it would be cool, but the problem with HPA is that depending on the player you are, you can run out of air mid-game. Right, and remember, it's a 48-hour operation straight, right? It starts Friday night and it ends Saturday like midday, right? So you run out of air, you're boned, bro. Like you are done. You're screwed, right? So I don't ever want to have to worry about that. So just running AEGs is a lot better. There's not really a whole lot of weatherproofing you have to do necessarily to your airsoft gun, right? As long as you're not leaving it out, I would say, in like a puddle of water and just letting it submerge, in water, that's like the biggest thing, then you're going to be fine. Like, you're going to be fine. Homie AB, I'll pick one up Friday. Hey, my man, homie AB, you know what's up, bro. You know what's up. Prime Ticket says, makes me want to watch the Solo movie, at least when Han gets transferred into the Imperial Army. Honestly, Prime Day Custom. Okay, everyone in the chat, let me know what your guys' opinion was on Solo. Maybe I don't know. Some people say it's a hot take. I don't really know, but this is just my honest opinion. I think Solo was a good movie. Was it a little bit like, were there a few things here and there that I wasn't the biggest fan of? Yeah, of course, right? I think that there should have been more time for character development. I think the movie would have benefited if it were longer. But other than that, I think in terms of just casting, they did a bang-up job, right? I think the guy that got to play Han, I can't remember his name, but he's a fantastic actor. Like I've seen some of his other stuff. He's really good. Like he's a really good actor. And I had this moment with my dad because we actually went to go see it together because my dad's the one that got me into Star Wars, right? A lot of my other like fandoms that I'm in right now, he was the one that got me into it, and he was very, very like skeptical of Solo, right? He was very, very skeptical about Solo. He wasn't convinced, right? He had seen some of the trailers and he was like, I don't really know about this, right? But I'm like, come on, let's just go, right? I like this character, right? I like this actor. And I knew they were gonna do the whole Kessel Run story. I knew they were gonna do it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with knowing and spoiling the mystery, right? I just want to see this movie. And we went to go see it, and within the first 5 minutes of seeing it, like he was looking at the character and like how he was acting, his mannerisms, and he literally whispered. He didn't think anyone was listening. He was like, "That's Han Solo." Like he was totally into it. He was totally into it, and so was I. Right? I genuinely believe that if there was a portrayal of a young Han Solo, that was it. That was it. Like that's 100%. It's like when people ask me, like, do you really see like Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker? Yes, I do. Like, that is, like, when I imagine what a young Darth Vader would have been like, that's 100% who I see in my head. Even just past the fact that that's the Anakin that I grew up with, like, he just does a fantastic job, man. Like, again, yeah, is some of the dialogue clunky? Yes. Absolutely. I mean, that's just like George Lucas for you, right? At the end of the day, that's George Lucas with being notoriously bad with like being able to get good dialogue. He just can, right? That's his biggest weakness is that the dialogue will always be a little off, right? Just a little bit off. But even with all that against him, he does a fantastic job. Just saying. I genuinely enjoyed solo. I think it was a lot of people were too critical about it. I actually enjoyed it a lot. But if you guys have a different opinion, you guys can also let me know as well. But I loved it when we watched it. That's what I'm saying, man. Good space cowboy movie, decent Star Wars movie. Yeah, that's what I would say. It definitely is missing a little bit of the Star Wars factor in it. But the minute that they started doing, they did the whole chase sequence in the Millennium Falcon. I was on board. I was like, oh yeah, this is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. Editor_man, how did you like BB Wars last April at US Airsoft? Bro, I'm still talking about it to this day. I'm still talking about that last BB Wars event, like, to this day. That was an absolute blast, right? Like, the staff at US Airsoft, first of all, top-notch guys, right? They are on it, right? I love the level of detail that went into designing that map, especially when it came to the hive, right? The indoor portion, right? RGK RGK was wanted to, like, tackle the hive himself. He wanted to tackle the indoor portion, and man, he was like saying it was so dark in there. He got knifed as well. He got killed by a knife. Dude, it was hilarious, right? That place is amazing, right? That's like, to this day, I think in terms of like field design and layout, US Airsoft World right now, I think they're number one. I genuinely believe that they're number one right now. Right, especially with the game modes, the game rules that they've implemented. I think they have it down right. The only rule that I would say that I'm not the biggest fan of has got to be their policy regarding LMGs. There are plenty. Their whole thing is that you can't move, like, run and shoot with an LMG. You can't move and shoot. You have to have it posted, which I kind of understand, but you can still move and shoot with an LMG, right? Like, that's still a thing. There are plenty of like videos of guys like literally busting in through doors, right? Clearing in the early days of the Iraq War, right? In the early 2000s, and they got 249s. They got full length 249s, and they are busting in through doors, literally, and just clearing out buildings with 249s, right? Like, I mean, that's what you got to do. Right, that's what you got to. You can move and shoot, right, with an LMG. That's the only field that I've ever seen that rule. I'm not the biggest fan of it because I felt very, very nerfed, right? That doesn't go with my playstyle. My playstyle with an LMG is very much, move up, be a little more aggressive, hold down as much support as I possibly can while still gaining ground for my team, right? Be aggressive, move fast, even with LMGs, right? Because at the end of the day, it's just a full auto, it's just a full auto rifle, right? That's literally how I view it in my head. It's just a full auto rifle. But I understand the rules. I'm going to respect the rules. But that's the one thing I would change. Everything else, though, fantastic. Fantastic. Like, still probably one of the best airsoft experiences in my opinion. Like, that, in my mind, that's got to be like at least top 3, maybe top 4 if it is tying with something else. But yeah, I was such a awesome event. I'm still... Oh, that was so good. It was so good. And I honestly really want this next one to go very similar. Like, the field's not going to be the same, obviously, compared to US Airsoft Field or US Airsoft. But again, SC Village is still a dope field, right? And especially because they're going to be, from what I hear, they're going to be opening up a lot of the map for us. Yeah, it's going to be sick. Noah, are you excited for Skate 4? I actually haven't played much of the Skate series. I played a little bit of Skate 3, but I actually haven't played too much of the Skate series overall. So definitely got to go ahead and play a little bit more. I actually don't get to play as many games as often anymore. Honestly, whenever I do get a chance, I've usually just been playing. Like a lot of like BF4, right? Just a lot of Battlefield 4, just because I like going back to that game a lot. It's my favorite in the Battlefield series. I know a lot of people are going to say Bad Company 2, which you are right. I get, right? Bad Company 2 is definitely up there. But BF4 was like, holds a special place in my heart, man. Like, that game is just, I love that game so much. That's probably my favorite out of the Battlefield series, for sure. Let's scroll to the most recent comment. And guys, remember, promo above my head, that is going to be going away very, very soon. So if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and place your orders. Remember, $50 or more, you'll be receiving 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway per $50. So $50, 5 entries. $100, 10 entries. $150, 15 entries. You get the idea. Think multiples of 50, 5 entries per, right? We have the BB Wars Air Revival coming soon. Literally in just a few weeks. October 21st, right? SC Village. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, right? Tickets are available for both the Empire and for the Rebellion. Make sure to go ahead and follow the rules, that are listed in terms of the uniform requirements. It's very easy. It's so simple. Anyone can do this. If you guys have never done an Airsoft event and are looking to get started, maybe you guys want to start doing MILSM events, right? But you're not used to the larger games out there, or the larger game styles, then I would highly recommend trying this out for first. This is a nice little, dip your toes into the world of bigger Airsoft games, right? Dipping your toes in the water, testing the waters, right? Highly, highly recommend. It's going to be an absolute blast. Cisco and myself are going to be leading the Empire, while Boaz and Justin are going to be in the Rebellion. So make sure to go ahead and pick your tickets up right now. We have a ton of new products that are available right now on the site, and there are going to be a ton more coming as well. Right, we have some new Airsoft guns from Atlas Custom Works and some new accessories as well. We have a new mystery box that's going to be going live this Monday. It's going to be awesome. $179.99, and the grand prize being the Tokyo Marui Next Generation Recoil Shock Mark 46 Mod 0 LMG. My God, that's a mouthful, but damn, man, this thing is freaking awesome, right? An absolutely killer prize list to boot, right? You got some Mark 46s on here from A&K. You got Elite Force 416s. You got LCTs on here like this RPK. You got the Mayo Gang MG4 Mark II. You got the KW Ronin T10, some classic armies, some Zion arms. Like, you got some really good stuff. Some E&Ls. Dude, you got some real awesome stuff on here. Like, you do not want to miss out on this mystery box. $179, and you're automatically given free shipping. Now, that is a bang-up deal. That is a steal, my guy. And you guys only got 20 minutes left of the live stream before we end. Remember, 20 minutes goes. This promo above my head is going to end, so make sure that you take advantage now while you guys can. All right. Let's scroll down the most recent comments and questions. The breakout on Kessel sold me on Solo, and Woody Harrelson, correct? Yes! With a decent mentor figure, especially in how he gives Han the iconic blast. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, right? I think my favorite scene in that whole movie, there was a few good scenes in there, but I think one of my favorite ones is at the end of the day, when they're, like right as soon as, like, the deal goes badly, right? And he kills the boss. He goes outside. And he's like having his whole speech again, right? You're like, oh, you're too trusting, right? Right as they're about to go ahead and do a duel, he just shoots him right then and there, mid-sentence. And I was like, oof, that's the Han Solo I know. That's the Han Solo. Han did shoot first, indeed. He did indeed shoot first. I was loving that. I was loving that scene, right? And my dad was, and it's funny because when it happened, my dad literally he did this. He did the, yeah. He was like, yes. He's like, that's the Han I know. I was like, okay, dude, okay. Because when they did the whole like special editions, he was that was the one scene. He didn't care about the CGI. He really didn't care about any of that in the special editions. He was just mad that Han didn't shoot first, right? That was the one thing that made him mad about it. He was just like, no, why would they do that? Stupid. Han's supposed to shoot first. And I was so glad that they at least did that in the movie. If nothing else, they got that 100% accurate. Han would 100% shoot first. Homie AB, will you guys stock up on SCAR type guns? So unfortunately, if you're talking about like other types of SCARs, probably not. Unfortunately, just because of where they're coming from, right? We don't want to support the other side, right? But if you guys were looking for a SCAR, right, what I would suggest, right, is something of the sort. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, right? Maybe give this guy a little bit of a gander, right? Where to go? Yeah, right. Again, it's right there, right? I'm just saying, right? Go ahead, and I think you can find the other color variaways. Let's see, Ares MK16. I think the other tan versions might be sold out. Damn it. Yeah, the tan versions are sold out. But, I mean, again, if you guys were looking for, specifically the H, right? If you guys were looking for the heavy, right? Which is, I think, in my opinion, the superior form of the SCAR. Fight me, don't fight me, I don't care. That's my opinion. I like the SCAR the most, right? That's the H the most. We got the solid black available. And you know what's cool about this one, actually? It actually does take M14 magazines, like standard M14 magazines. Very, very convenient, right? Very convenient, right? Because M14 mags, yeah, you can still find those. You can 100% still find those. Dark what's going on, man? Sorry you're late. MGC4 Mark II video will be up tomorrow morning. Please watch. Absolutely, Dark You know we're going to be giving that all a viewing, of course. Guys, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around with as many people. Again, time is running out. We only have, oh my God, what is that? 17 minutes left of the live stream. 17 minutes left. Once 17 minutes passes, that is going to be the end of the promo above my head. Remember, every $50 place, you'll be getting 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. But yeah, Ariel, if you were looking for... Oh, maybe if you were looking for a new SCAR, I would probably say that one. I would say that one, right? Northern Huntsman, what's going on, dude? What's your go-to platform? AKAR, SMG, DMR, etc. LMG. LMG for sure. I'm an LMG boy, right? Like at the end of the day, right? I'm an LMG boy. I love rocking a 249, Mark 46. I'll go out with a 240. I have an RPK in my disposal that I'm working on, but I'm going to get that up and running soon. I like going with different platforms, but don't get me wrong, I will go in AR. Like, I don't hate ARs. I think just the traditional M4, I'm just kind of over it because I see it everywhere, right? I definitely want more variety in my airsoft. That's what keeps airsofting fresh, in my opinion. That's what keeps airsoft fresh and new to me, and it helps me keep from getting like a burnout in airsoft because I'm constantly using different things, right? So, like, that's why, again, if you guys were interested in getting something different, I'm going to do a little self-plug here. Isaias. I misspelled my own name. All right, type that in, and yeah, there we go. There we go. My private collection mystery box. Now, if you guys are longtime viewers, you guys know that I run some pretty unique stuff out there, right? Ignore the picture of the fact that I'm using an AR. And no, I guess technically speaking, it's not a regular M4 because according to Bossman standards, it's not using a front post, a triangular front post. It's just the URGI, so I guess it's technically different than an M4. I don't care, right? This is a promotional picture, but I run LMGs, like I'll run like unique rifles. One of my favorite rifle platforms is the FAL, right? I love the history behind that gun so much, right? But I'm an LMG boy at the end of the day. But if I'm gonna run an AR, I'll run like my XM177. I actually stay tuned. Probably next week I might get some pictures taken. I actually am working on a MACV SOG kit right now. I have the Tiger Stripe. I just need to go in and get the right chest rig, and I want to get the right bandolier. But I'm gonna be rocking that and a XM177. So very cool, very very cool. But I'll rock like stuff like that. And if I am going to rock an M4, I'm rocking a Block 2 gas blowback from Katie with rocking the LM4. It's like probably one of the most fun guns that I have just because, again, gas blowback is just so fun. It's so fun. But my go-to typically is LMG. Afterwards, I guess I'll go DMR. I have a Scar H up that I have it on display in the front. I'd show you, but YouTube would take it down. But yeah, I have a Scar H that I run that I've brought out to a Wilson West event, and man, oh man, that gun is fun. That gun shoots like deadly accurate too. Darktree, Isaias, did Atlas drop 2 308 style AEGs? So, Darktree, when I saw that, I know what you're talking about, right? The new Atlas Custom Works I think they only dropped one because the other one that I saw looks like again, I could be wrong, but when I'm looking at it, I think it might just be a standard 5.56 magazine. I think it might just be a standard 5.56 mag. Could be wrong, but that receiver looks, I can't tell for 100%. I think it's just using a standard M4 mag. It could be using a standard M4 mag, or it could be using a 3. I know for a fact, though, this one is going to be an SR25, though. For sure, this one is going to be using, it's just an SR25 receiver. It could be wrong. I'm going to bring one in and take a look at it, but yes. They did drop 2 new long-range style AEGs. These are going to be using the same OEM as A&K. There's slightly updated versions of these. And hopefully, with the update, we're going to be able to see an Atlas Custom Works upgraded hop-up chamber specifically for these, like a nice rotary style, just so it's a lot easier to dial in, right? That'll be very, very nice. Northern Huntsman, ever run with an MG42? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I actually did own, I was gifted an MG42, but then I sold it a little while ago, like 3 years ago. Like about 3 years ago, I sold it to one of my buddies who really wanted one. I really wanted to bring it out, but he really, really loves MG42, so I sold it, and I was never able to field it. But they're fun. They're super fun guns. I think that was the biggest thing, that they're like kind of long for an LMG, you know what I mean? But, they still got the job done. Definitely was a vibe. I think the reason he wanted it too was not even just like the World War II like fascination. Because if I remember correctly, what's that one anime, Jinro? If I remember correctly, Wolf Brigade, right? Like the dudes that show up like in full like body armor and they have the MG42s, right? That's freaking badass, man. That was freaking sick. Chance Chigzola. So I bought a premium YouTube Bigger Wins box. Does anyone know if I can put comments on the order after the fact? Well, had no idea the comments were the thing. No, Chance, I totally understand that. Sorry if it wasn't clear enough. You won't be able to put comments once the order is already placed. However, what you can do is you can DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. You can DM us directly, or even send us an email if you want to, though I'd probably recommend DMs. DM us directly, and then with your order number, so that way we can see it. And remember, you do not want to put that order number in the public chat. DM specifically. DM us with your order number and let us know what you're looking for, what you hope to get, and if it's within the budget, potentially. Obviously, it's never a guarantee. It's never a guarantee. The only thing that's guaranteed is that you are going to be receiving a higher retail value of the box, higher than what you actually paid for. However, if there was, very specific things you wanted, you can put them down. It also helps if you just say like, hey, I'm looking for a gun to fit this type of role that's going to meet these requirements. That's the biggest thing, right? Like if you genuinely cannot get anything that uses anything other than an AR style magazine, let us know. And we will definitely take that into consideration too. Let's see here. Make sure I was saying, yeah, definitely awkward wrong. Yeah, it's not exactly very comfy. I think the 240 also has that problem where it's not as comfy, but the 240 at least it definitely looks freaking cool. Like the 240 is awesome, right? It's like probably my favorite. 249, 240, those are probably some of my favorite like MGs that are like that exist right now. Those are probably some of my favorite MGs of all time, honestly. DJ, what magazines is the Alice Custom Works M-Lock? Let's see which that one. Yeah, I honestly for that one I can't see 100%. Honestly, I honestly cannot like tell. I want to say that this one is using like a standard like AR style magazine, right? But I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. I honestly can't tell like right off the gate like which one this one is using. What mag it's using? Because to me from here, because it's using a shorty mag, right? It looks like it's just a shorty M4 mag, like just like a shorty AR mag. But it could be using 308 as well. It doesn't help that they label this DMR, so you can't really tell. You know what I mean? Like you can't fully tell what exactly it is. Don't worry though, I'm gonna be bringing this one in. I want to see maybe do like a 1-minute review on this. If you guys don't watch our Reloaded channel, highly recommend you check that out. Right, good for fast, like quick information-based videos. If you guys just want to know a little bit more about the gun itself, we are gonna be getting video with that one, so we can confirm exactly what type of magazine it uses. Right, but my money right now is on the fact that it's using AR magazines, but I could be wrong. Could be using 308s. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling through. When GI gets them, can y'all update us on the magazines? It'll be on the video. You gotta be subscribed. You gotta be watching the Airsoft GI Reloaded channel. Watch Airsoft GI Reloaded, right? And we're gonna mention it right then and there. Yeah, Prime Take Customs should be the M4 style since it's similar, if not the same as A&K. Well, yeah, it's gonna be using the same OEM, so I'm imagining it should be using standard M4 mags. But again, just in case, right? Just in case they updated something and didn't tell us, right? We got to make sure. But yes, you watch the Airsoft GI Reloaded channel. We will be putting that video up there within the next couple business days, honestly. Within the next couple days, it'll be up. Because we have to bring that one in from our offsite warehouse. Bring it in, film it, and then we're going to upload it. Okay, keep scrolling up. Make sure I'm not missing any questions. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should be good. All right. I think we've caught up to it as well. Yeah, and also, that's right, DJ. Freaking, yes, you are absolutely correct. We have 94 left? Maybe a little bit less now of the Mayo Gang Mystery Swag Packs. Let's see. Let's type that in. There we go. We only have a few. We have less than half. Yeah, we have less than half of the Mayo Gang Mystery Swag Packs. Guys, it's $5. It's $5, right? You have a chance of winning the SIG MCX, right? As soon as we can sell this out, we can go ahead and do the raffle, right? As soon as we sell out of the Mayo Gang Mystery Swag packages, we can go ahead and do the raffle and make the announcement of who won the SIG MCX. $5. Order 4 of these, and you'll be getting a chance to win the shopping spree giveaway. You'll get an entry into it, right? But, I'm I'm just saying, right? Maybe get 10 of these, right? Get yourself that $50, right? You'll be getting 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway on top of a chance of winning, well, multiple chances now at that point of winning the mystery swag pack and winning that MCX haul for yourself. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. TC's going up. I think I might have missed one. Okay, answered that one. All right, yeah. And remember, guys, the question was for you guys, what game modes would you like to see for BB Wars Arid Revival, right? Let me know in the live chat what you would like to see in terms of a game mode that we can possibly implement into BB Wars, right? There's going to be 3 games that we're going to host. As far as the details, we're still working those out right now. But if there's any suggestions that you guys have, then we can definitely go ahead and take those into consideration as well. Just let us know in the live chat specifically. Okay, let's keep scrolling through. Let's wait and watch for Airsoft GI Reloaded. Absolutely, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, again, Airsoft GI Reloaded. If you guys are looking for fast, like, quick information-based, info on very specific guns, then that's what I would highly recommend you check out. 100% recommend checking that channel out, right? Doesn't get as much love as it should, right? But yeah, honestly, this is what I'm like the most excited for, right? I'm so happy that, again, BB Wars is back in California, right? That it's going to be a regular thing that we do in California because it had been gone for too long. For too long, it had been absent from California, from the birthplace, right? It needs to stay in California, right? So we're going to be making sure that yearly we are going to be. Honestly, I'm looking forward to, like, next year as well when we get to go back to U.S. Airsoft World, right? Because 100% that field was amazing. The community was amazing. The staff was awesome. Right, and they straight up told us, like, yeah, we would love to have you guys back. You know, we had so much fun doing it. It was a good collab. You know, good to see all the community super excited. Bro, like, we felt so welcomed there. We've been so welcomed. Right? I would love to go ahead and go back to that. I've been subbed to Reloaded, but Isaias is lacking. What do you mean? Who do you think's behind the camera? Even when Boaz is, like, the one hosting Reloaded, I'm the one that's still filming. Bro. I have exams that weekend. Oh, no, I was looking forward to it. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe if you get time, you'll be able to come. You can still show up late. Bro. Or if you need to leave early, you can do that too, right? At the end of the day, even just showing up, right? Absolutely. But again, if you can't, I completely understand, right? Again, I was looking forward to it as well. But again, do what you got to do, right? Take care of what you got to do. Man, I am just so freaking stoked about this, honestly. SC Village is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I want to see how many people honestly want to show up to this because, again, SC Village is so close. It is so freaking close for so many people, right? It's so close to so many people. It should be very, very convenient for most players within the SoCal scene, right? Because, again, everyone was saying, right, oh, it's got to be so far. It's all the way out in Anderson. There's nothing out there. It's like, hey, man. Right, they're the ones that wanted to go ahead and host, right? Now SC wants to go ahead and do it because they saw like how good the turnout was last time. I'm just saying, right? Now y'all don't have any excuse not to show up, right? So make sure that you get your tickets now. Because remember, walk-ons are not allowed. Walk-ons are not going to be a thing. You guys have to get your tickets beforehand, right? And the date's coming up, right? October 21st. How much is that? What is that? 2.5 weeks something? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's literally 3 weeks away. It is literally 3 weeks away, right? 3 weeks from this day today, right? Today's the 30th. Damn, dude. Damn, I'm like so freaking pumped about this. I'm so freaking excited. Also, let me know, too, in the live chat, if you guys have already bought your tickets, what team are you going as? Empire or Rebels? Right? Obviously, you know, I'm only going to slightly roast you if you go Rebels. Keeps going up. Remember, guys, the promo above my head is also going to be going away as well, so make sure you take advantage. If you have stuff in your cart, make sure that you are checking out now. Like I'm talking now, right? You definitely want to go ahead and expedite that process as much as possible and check out as soon as possible. Because again, little over 2 minutes now of the live stream is left, right? That promo above my head in blue, right, is going to be going away. Every $50 that you place, getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. All it takes is a $20 order, right? Literally, at the end of the day, all it takes is a $20 order, and you do have a chance at winning. But only during these live streams, we would like to go ahead and give you guys, you know, a little bit more of a chance, right? At the end of the day, it's all for you guys, right? Because these shopping spree giveaways that we do, we don't really make money, right? We don't make money off these at all. But we want to go ahead and give back to the community as much as possible. Because, again, if it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't even be here, right? We've been here for 20 years. 20 years, right? We've been around since 2003, right? And, again, we're going to be here for another 20 years thanks to the support of all you guys. But but we wanted to go ahead and give back to you and show our appreciation by doing these shopping spree giveaways, and also by giving you guys multiple chances of winning the giveaway itself, right? So make sure you take advantage. Don't let it go to waste. Do not let it go to waste, and make sure that you place your orders now while you can, and take advantage of the promo above my head. Right? But honestly, like, I think the biggest game mode that I'm looking forward to, that I want to see, I think it would be an attack and defend. I think it would be an attack and defend. Historically, there's always been more rebels than there have been Empire during Beaver Wars events, from what Cisco and Boaz tell me. So seeing attack and defend featuring the rebels and the Empire, right, where the Empire has to defend an objective against the rebels, I would love to see that. That would be absolutely awesome to see, right? That would be killer to see. I can't wait. I genuinely cannot wait. Right, but again, that's just my opinion in terms of like what game modes I think would be really, really cool to see. Let me know in the chat what you guys would actually like to see. To make sure I'm missing anything. I'm pretty sure there was like one that I feel so bad. I feel like there's a question that I missed, honestly, and I cannot see it. 4 will get you an entry into the giveaway. Yep, DJ. Yep, 10 will get you 5. That's what I'm saying, DJ. That's what I'm saying. Again, people just don't want it, right? People just don't want to win it, right? People see this and they're like, "There's no way that I can win." That's the same mentality, that led to some of the shopping spree giveaway prize pots being like $4,000, right? People just genuinely believe that there was no chance that they could win. And sure enough, their name was called. Right? And again, remember, shopping spree giveaway. That's why it's always important to pay attention to every single live stream. We don't call, we don't text, we don't email. You're going to have to be watching the stream in order to find out what's happening. So everyone that's watching right now, thank you. First of all, thank you to everyone that's actually watching. Y'all are the smart ones. Y'all are the smart ones because y'all know to take advantage when you can. Because this is, you guys have heard it first, right? Bossman will literally call in, right, and let us know some like behind the scenes stuff that's happening, right? Like, oh, what's going on with this shipment? When are we getting, these products, right? He's the one that lets us know, right? He's the one that lets us know, and all the teasers too of things to come. And with that, it is now 5:30. That is the end of the Storefront live stream, guys. This promo is now donezo. It is over, right? No longer a thing. Make sure that you guys still make sure to get all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI. Remember, anything $20 or more, and you still have a chance at winning the shopping spree giveaway, and that includes the Mayo Gang mystery swag pack. Remember, $5. $5 all it takes, and you have a shot at winning the MCX. But get 4 of them, and you get your entry into that $600 giveaway. We have a new mystery box, the Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box, going live this Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The grand prize is going to be the Tokyo Marui NGRS Mark 46, in addition to so many amazing prizes on here, right? You're automatically gifted free shipping, free UPS ground shipping, so don't miss out when that bad boy goes live. BB Wars is 3 weeks away. 3 weeks. That's not exactly a whole lot of time. That's less than a month away, right? $50 right now. Tickets for both the Empire and the Rebellion are available, so make sure that you spread the word. If you know any airsofters that are looking for a grand old time, a large-scale airsoft event, make sure that they get their tickets for that weekend. Right? It is going to be an absolute blast, right? I want to give a big shout out to everyone that decided to tune in, right, during their free time and hang out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. Again, your support means the world to me, right, and the world to us, because again, without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Remember to show your support for Airsoft GI. You want to keep the lights on. You want to keep the cameras rolling. Make sure to go ahead and buy all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft